The rights to this broadcast have been granted by the Rhode Island Interscholastic League, representing member high schools across the state and the boys and girls who participate annually in RIIL-sponsored athletic competition. Any rebroadcast or republication of the programming without the written consent of the RIIL is strictly prohibited. It's the Rhode Island Interscholastic League on Kent County's Classic Rock, I-105.5 and 1450 AM. Now it's time for the Dance Place Pre-Game Show. Dance Place, home of delicious pizza, pasta, steaks, and ale. 880 Victory Highway, West Greenwich, exit 14B off I-95. Now, here's Hall of Fame broadcaster John Parenti.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome to the top of the world. We're on Arctic Hill this evening for the West Warwick Wizards and the Tigers, Raiders, whatever they are, from the Pawtucket Co-op, a mixture of Shea High School and
the Patriots. Pawtucket Patriots.
So it's the Pawtucket Patriots?
Yes.
Okay. Let's hope they don't play the New England Patriots. But here we are. We're ready to go in about 15 minutes or so as the Patriots of Jason Lawrence and West Pennington's West Warwick Wizards are about to do football battle here at Masnicki Field. Johnny Boots is alongside. Mike Green is on the field. We're going to get to him in a little bit. The Patriots come in with a record of 1-0. The Wizards, of course, 0-1 after dropping a 32-28 decision at the hands of East Providence last week. An East Providence team that's playing the Westerly Bulldogs tonight. We'll talk about that with Mike when we do our trip around the Interscholastic League. But we are coming back and going down on the field with Mike Green, who's going to have West Pennington and Jason DeLawrence shortly here on I-105.5 and the legendary 1450 AM.
Tired of the same old restaurant chains? Head to Dan's Place in West Greenwich for a perfect family-friendly environment.
The field and Mike Green. Michael.
Blackstone in the highway, split everybody.
Yeah, yep, exactly.
Now, I really do love the fact that the come together to bring both sides in. I think it's a unity. It's a unifying kind of thing. How are your kids how they respond?
It's been wonderful, honestly. The athletes love it. You know, we needed it for both our programs. Our numbers was both dwindling. It was, very difficult in Pawtucket. But now that they're unifying, the energy is there. And once they build that one high school, it's going to be very good.
Look out, right?
Look out.
Well, no doubt. So who are we looking at? Who are some of the players that people that aren't familiar with?
Yeah, not a problem. My quarterback, number 2, Angel. He's a force throwing and running, very athletic. My 2 slot receivers, number 7, Emmett, number 4, Alex. Once again, speed, quick, shifty. Not the biggest, but the shifty as all can be. My outside receiver, Steven, number 3. He's about 6'4", can run like a deer. Very good mismatch weapon. O-line is physical. They're a group, so I don't want to separate them because all 5 of them work together as a team. On defense, all 3 of my linebackers, Cooper, 33, very good. Noah, number 5, very good. And number 11, John Free. They come, they blitz, they play hard. It's going to be a great game.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt, because Tolman, when they were there, you guys had a great team. The shade teams that I remember it goes back to Steve Alves and Jovan Smith and Dino and
Cato
always been tough, man.
Pawtucket loves his football. West Warwick loves his football.
Sure.
It's going to be 2 good football communities playing against each other.
I appreciate you, Coach.
No
Thanks
problem.
for taking the time.
Thank
I know
you
it's
so much.
good luck, okay?
No
Stay healthy and good luck. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
All right. Let me see if I can. Coach Pennington is busy calling plays. It's very much of a distraction there.
He's at the 45.
I know he is, and I don't really want to
Well, why don't we
Give him a
tell you
little
what,
break here. I know he's calling plays here, going through his pregame with his offensive squad.
Mike, why don't you and I do a little bit of our trip around the Scholastic League while we wait for Wes?
I think that's a great idea.
Thank you very much. So, Division 3, Pond against and playing Mount Hope tonight, 6 p.m. start. Here comes Wes
Yep.
now. So,
Okay, we'll pin that thought. Hey,
it's all
Coach.
yours.
So now we have the Wizards head coach, Wes Pennington, here. Coach Lawrence was a great interview, so you're going to have to top this because he really did a good job. He's very natural on the mic. What do you think about tonight's game?
I think it'll be a good football game. I think if we can control the line of scrimmage, not give up any big plays, and not have any real bad personal fouls or penalties that hurt us on our drives, then we'll be in good shape.
So I don't want to hash last week, but I know last week was a tough one, playing against the officials at 12th man. It's paralyzing. How'd you kids respond this week to that?
Yeah, I mean, the great thing, like I said to them on Tuesday, the great thing about it being Tuesday is it's a new week, and it's another game to play. So we put that one behind us, and we just make ourselves better for this week.
So what do you think now? Back in the day, Shea was terrific. Tolman was terrific. Now they've combined these programs. What are your thoughts about that, and what are you going into this game tonight?
I'm actually, glad that we're playing them right now because I think they're probably a program that's going to get better as they go on, and in years to come, better. So it's powerful that they're bringing that program together. I think you'll see Pawtucket football do
For sure.
in the future. Sure.
So who are we looking at now? The fans in Kent County and West Warwick, Ms. Nikki Field. For the Wizards, who do we pay attention to?
So you got Nick Anderchow, our tailback. He's been explosive this year. Nate Corona, our quarterback, has been really good. I mean, we've been pretty good up front too. Our O-line has done a great job blocking for us. So I think this is a more rounded team. So you're going to see guys that you probably haven't heard catch the ball or make a play doing something because it's more of a team this year than ever before, I think.
Sure. Sure. Well, Coach, let's go. We're going to be starting in less than 5 minutes.
Let's go.
All right, good luck, Coach. There we go, John. Right back at you. That was Coach Pennington. Both coaches are locked and loaded. The kids are ready. It's going to be a great game.
All right, get back up here in the box. We'll talk more about the Interscholastic League when we come back. You're listening to High School Football on I-105.5, the legendary 1450 AM, and on Wizards TV tonight.
Tired of this?
Much. I'm pretty impressed.
He saves it for the broadcast.
Yeah.
Here come the Wizards dressed in their home black uniforms, bright orange numerals, which I really, really like because you can see them. Black helmets, the orange face guard, black pants, and no anything encrusted on the helmets. The Patriots are in, well, they kind of look like the Patriots road jerseys. They're white with navy blue pants, navy blue helmets with a P, the letter P.
So I wonder.
On the side of their helmets, yeah.
Just curious. I know I'm waiting for Mike to get in here so we can talk. Patriots, the Pawtucket Patriots, when they open up that new high school, is that going to be their mascot?
I would think that would probably be
I'm thinking that, yeah, that's actually going to be
so
pretty
now you
good.
got the Pawtucket Patriots, you got the Portsmouth Patriots, and you got the Pilgrim Patriots.
Yeah, that's what he said. Portsmouth too. Yeah. So one night we're gonna mic up Greg Gunzoffs. We're gonna put a wireless mic on Gunny. Let him we'll drop.
That would improve ratings wonderfully.
Boys game and one girls game every year.
Okay. Is Green ever gonna come in? What do you think?
Signing autographs.
Oh, of course he is.
All right, let's get it set up. Negligible wind, if any, at Masnicki Field. It's a one-layer night, and I'm actually overdressed because I'm probably the only person here wearing long sleeves.
Yeah.
But it is a beautiful night. As I told Guns, it's a sun-spanked night for football. But it's beautiful here, and the crowd is here showing it too. We get some people here. They had the teacher appreciation ceremony earlier. You couldn't get a parking place between here and the Tom Lamb Fieldhouse.
Oh, Mike Green's in the house now. The talent's here.
All right,
Great.
Mr.
Great.
Talent. Tell you what, let's break. They're going to do the coin flip. We're going to come back and do the national anthem. And we'll kick it off between the Pawtucket Patriots and the West Warwick Wizards. In a moment, here on I-105.5 and the legendary 1450 AM. Thanks for listening to the Dance Place pregame show.
A DePonte Communications station. It's time for the Rhode Island High School Football Game of the Week. Bank Rhode Island, with over 20 branches in Rhode Island. Bank Rhode Island, strong and trusted. Now, here's Hall of Fame broadcaster John Parenti, Hall of Fame coach Mike Green, and future Hall of Famer Johnny Boots.
Welcome back to Masnicki Field, where the Wizards and Patriots are about to do battle. Mike Green, very quickly, here we go with a light schedule tonight in the Scholastic League. Sure. The Mount Pleasant Co-op is at home to face Woonsocket tonight.
Well, Woonsocket actually put it on Pilgrim last week, 33-0. Maybe those Novans with the new field are playing inspired football.
Classical tonight hosts North Providence. Not a lot of ways to travel.
Yeah, not too far, but they have a new coach there at Classical High School from Hendricken. They poached one of the Hawks coaches. How about that?
South Kingstown, Middletown. Interesting. The Rebels pretty cool.
Yeah, it's going to be, well, again, doesn't have to take a really long ride there.
Rogers did take a long ride. They're at the Charahoe tonight. They've got Slammers 1-0 Chargers.
Well, that's at least worth 3 points when you have to take that bus ride that far.
Yeah.
It just kills you.
You should be spotted at 3 points.
Yeah, sure.
How about the kids from Davies getting a treat tonight? They're playing at Bryant University against Narragansett.
And you know what, John? I think that more colleges should do this for these local small high schools around Rhode Island. And it's inspiring for those kids to play in a college field.
This is going to be a great ball game. Westerly and East Providence.
At EP.
Yep.
Again, that travel works both ways. Obviously, that's not an easy ride for the Bulldogs.
I think they left at like 1:30, though.
Yeah, to get to that traffic, sure.
Pilgrim is at Cranston East tonight. The Patriots had the lumber placed upon them on Woonsocket last week.
Yeah, John, I really don't know too much about the Cranston East football team, the Thunderbolts. I know the Pilgrim coaching staff very well. That 33-0 beatdown by Woonsocket did not sit well.
Coventry has the Johnston Panthers in town tonight. How important is it for them to get off on a good start tonight?
You know, what I took from that Coventry game last week was they're clearly outmatched by the St. Rays, obviously. But there was no quit in a lot of those football players, where last year maybe they would have packed it in early. Coach had them playing hard until the final whistle. So I think coverage is going to surprise a few people.
Smithfield won by forfeit today against Tiverton. Any idea what happened?
No, but I can find out. It's terrible when you have to. That's just it decimates a program when you have to.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome
Well,
back to West Warwick
we
High School.
have completed the trip around the Scholastic League, brought to you by Johnny Mack and the folks at Sandy Motors on Sandy Mountain Road in Coventry. Now stay tuned. Kickoff coming up next on I-105.5 and the legendary 1450 AM.
Wicked easy.
But don't delay. While home improvements last for years, this offer is for a limited time. Visit washtrust.com and lock in a low home equity line rate for unlimited possibilities. Washington Trust. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Visit the West Warwick Civic Center for great family entertainment and special events, from public skating to sporting events and trade shows, and there's much, much more all year round. Visit us frequently on Facebook or on the town's website at westwarwickri.org. And for more information about facility rentals, call 822-9200. See you soon at the West Warwick Civic Center.
For centuries, the lighthouse at Castle Hill has been a trusted guide to safer harbors ahead. And like the rock-solid foundation it's built on, at Bank Rhode Island, we're proud of the financial strength and the trust we bring to our customers, to our communities, and to businesses across the state of Rhode Island. It's banking, strong and trusted. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Now, back to the Boomerangs Roadhouse broadcast booth with John Parenti, Mike Green, and Johnny Boots on I-105.5 and 1450 AM.
Game will be broadcast live.
And we continue our relationship, and a good one it has been, with Wizards TV. Eric White and crew are here. Edition number 1. What is this, like 7 years now worth? How long are we doing
7
this?
years, right? Let's get Eric on here. There you go. Go ahead.
Hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm talking to myself now. I got my headphones on. Yes, it's. I think it's 7 years, and we were just talking about Brian Lynch, whose idea it was to do this, and he's covering national college games now. And before we go on, I just want to put something. You know, we all got together this summer for Mr. Parenti's 70th birthday. And here we are on screen. Too much eye candy, really, for one screen. But happy birthday, my friend. And then
you're gonna lose viewers.
You and Boots, you and Boots have been together for 10 years on this radio station, and you've had Mr. Green with you for 5 years. So great. And we've had a partnership since the beginning with you guys.
So it's great.
It's been great. Good luck this season.
You too.
Gallo and Medeiros back for the Wizards, standing at their own 5-yard line as they await the kick of a name you're going to hear an awful lot tonight. Actually, there are two of them, Alex Rodriguez and Emmett Talleray. And we are underway. This is a moderately short kick, picked up at the 15-yard line. Wizards bring it out to the 22 and it's 1st and 10. The ball was actually picked up by Tyler Scholl, who was one of the upbacks for West Warwick. Here are the Wizards for the first time in this 2025 season offensively. Isaiah Allen back at center. He's got Tavian Culhane and Delvin Polanco on his left side, and Brody Machino and Donnelly Cooper on his right side. The wides are Luke Gallo and Dwan Price. His running backs are Nick Andrewchow and Devont Malou. We'll see Nate Petrarca a little bit later. We'll talk about him in a minute. Nate Corona is the quarterback as the Wizards break 1st and 10. At their 23-yard line or so. Corona, the hand segment through. He faked. He throws on the right into the flat. It is A completed pass across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, that is something that we don't see very often. A little play action pass on first down. Great job. In tight coverage, that was a well-thrown ball and even a better catch by Luke Gallo.
So Gallo's reception puts the Wizards to the 35 or so. It's second down and actually a 33, where it'll be second down and a couple. And back comes the Mackador. All right, Wizards go very wide left side where Carl Swanson would be last year. Swanee, of course, is going to go right up the middle this time. It's Andrew Chow. For 1 yard, 2 yards, he's close to first down yardage. Wizards think they have it as Corona marches over to West Pennington on the sidelines.
They do.
So for those viewers that are watching Wizards TV, you can see what the Pawtucket's game plan is defensively. Is to say you're not going to run the ball with success. You know, Corona's going to have to throw the ball to win the game today. And he's already started out really well with a great, an 8-yard pass to Luke Gallo.
Jason DeLawrence told me that they probably go with a down 3 to begin with, but they've got 9 in the box on 1st and 10 for the Wizards. And they come to the middle, swing to the right side here, come to the near side. It's Andrew Chow to the 15 to the 45-40. Andrew Chow has room, 35-38 to the 10. Touchdown Wizards.
Made it look easy. And that's the way you want to start if you're Coach Pennington. Just a simple power play. Fullback kicks out the DN. DN's flying up the field. There's really no one outside. Everyone's packed inside between the tackles. Great call, great execution, touchdown results.
Took a minute and 32 seconds for the Wizards to score on 4 plays. They marched 76 yards, I think, and 66 of them by Andrew Chow, who will try to kick the extra point and add to that 6-0 lead. There's the snap to plays. Chow gets on up there. It's long enough for sure, and it is good. They head back upfield here on Arctic Hill. Wizards 7, Pawtucket nothing on I-105.5, the legendary 1450 AM, and on Wizards TV.
Wayne Miller.
Crazy. But it's always like this first game of the year.
Yep, it's warm. And I think the temperature is going to have an effect on these teams today because they've had some good weather. This is hot. I was on that field, as you know, and the sun is there. And it is a hot day. West Warwick in black. They're going to have to stay hydrated, rotate some players in, especially their skill guys. They tend to wear down. Looks like a little unbalanced right off. Let's see if the Wizards noticed it. Doesn't look like it. They're not moving. This is going to come back. Don't make an adjustment soon. This is going to be a problem.
Fumbled snap. It's picked up by the quarterback, who Lopes will bring it out for maybe a gain of a couple of yards, but no more than that. It's Angel Lopes at quarterback. His running backs are Emmett Talleray and Alex Rodriguez. Sometimes he'll also wide if he does. We'll let you know. Stephen Sae is the wide out on the opposite side. He's got help there from Jardine Pichardo. The line is big, and as you heard in the pregame, they've been a unit for a while. Matt Kamara is the center. Jordan Dakota is the right guard. The right tackle is Jeremiah Pina. Joe Casada, the left guard. John Pina, the huge guy, the left tackle, number 73. Finishing up the offensive line. All right, Lopes is ready. Swings, and it's looking. It's complete. And I think the receiver is indeed Alex Rodriguez, so he picks up 4, mid third down and a short 5 at about the 36-yard line.
Yeah, so a big problem I see with Tolman's offense is that center quarterback exchange in the shotgun is not clean. So it is going to change the timing of everything. First play, you could see that it was a bad snap and it messed up the timing. Let's see if they can kind of get that fixed. Maybe they go off to the sideline and practice a little more.
Lopes this time out of the shotgun. He's going to set back to his right. He drops back. He looks. He's under the rush, and he is taken down.
Yep, that's Luke Gallo from his defensive end spot. The line John might be experienced, but they didn't do well in that series.
Let me take you back to this time last year. We were talking about what a great breakout year Luke Gallo was enjoying. Boy, that was quick.
Yeah, we've watched Luke kind of develop over the years. And this is, it's great to see a young man his senior year really put it all together. So far, so great.
The Wizards actually picked up the ball. It's 1st and goal for West Warwick.
No, they don't.
Second man through is Andrew Chow. He splits through one defender, heads toward the corner, and he's in for a West Warwick touchdown.
Again, running simple power. They're not pulling anyone. There's two backs. There's 3 backs in the backfield. It's a kick for the fullback, and then the H-back, number 14. And and number 14 is who we got. I know who.
Gianni Sacco.
Yeah, Johnny's a great linebacker, and that's all they're running. They're just not pulling anyone anymore because they can't. Great coaching from the West Wizards. Watching film.
Andrew Chow's kick is up and good. So it's Nick Andrew Chow 14, Pawtucket nothing. And we will be back as the Wizards are in a hurry to grab points on I-105.5, the legendary 1450 AM, and on Wizards TV.
The law offices of Murphy and Fay have over 70.
Already amassed 14 points as Andrew Chow gets ready to kick off. This is heading toward Rodriguez, and Noto taken by Talame. To the 8 to the 15. Spins, turns, and is taken down to the far side of the field. It's 1st and 10 for the Tolman offense that didn't know what hit them.
No, sir. No, sir. And maybe, just maybe, this new kind of unified Pawtucket team is going to have some growing pains. Kids getting to know one another and trusting each other.
I think Jason kind of intimated that when he was talking to you earlier, that this is going to be very good for Pawtucket High School once they build it, and for the program as well. I think we all can imagine that is exactly what's going to happen.
Sure.
1st and 10 for the Patriots, the ball at the 21-yard line. Good grief, I feel like Bob Sosi. Lopes out of the gun again, sends him in motion and hands. It's Temeray trying to look for an edge here on the right side. He's taken down close to 1st down yardage. Was that Gallo again with Castaldi?
No, that was Castaldi from his safety position, and that's basically what he's going to do. Once that jet sweep gets beyond the D end, that safety's going to come out and kind of pursue it to the sidelines.
Wizards defense with Machino and Delvin Polanco at the tackles. Avery Thomas and Luke Gallo on the defensive ends. Gianni Sacco, Devon Bollier, and Elijah Bogue are the linebackers. Bollier in the middle. Scholl, Castaldi, Andrew Chow, and Price are the D-backs. On 2nd down and 2. Lopes again accepts the shotgun snap. Wants to go himself. Breaks through the line of scrimmage and gets around the 35-yard line. Should be good for a 1st down.
Yep, just simple little quarterback counter, motion the jet to the field, which they ran with success, and then they come back with a little quarterback counter. enough for a first down. And, for Pawtucket to be successful, they're going to have long clock, clock draining drives here.
Last time they were on offense, they coughed the ball up. And all of us were surprised. None of us saw a fumble. All right, they come double wide right. One set back behind Lopes. Lopes will hand on the reverse. It was a bad handoff, and the Wizards are right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sacco is there. Polanco is there. There were 4 of them there in the bad exchange.
Yep. Again, it's going to go back to this. You want to stay in shotgun, and it's not working for you. The offensive coordinator is Coach Campabiano. Dino knows his way around a football field. Hall of Fame coach in his own right. Star at Johnston, then down Nichols College.
Yep. And pound for pound, one of the top 2 football players I've ever seen in the state of Rhode Island. I told you that earlier, Mike.
Yes, sir.
The other one would be Mike Lamountain, who played here at West Warwick.
Yeah.
Again, Lopes out of the gun. This time he's got wides on both sides. He'll roll. He's under the rush again. Lets it fly, and it's going to be
There's going to be some
complete.
penalties. Well, you know what now? If they call pass interference, there was a big-time hole on Luke Gallo. Number 73 just basically tackled Gallo on his way to the quarterback, and no flag. Now he had the receiver getting tangled up with the defensive back, and there's a flag. So here we go. At least there's no microphone on this guy.
Wes wanted to know, I think, if that was a catchable ball.
That's not in high school.
That does not, yeah.
Yeah, it's not high school. I only know that because I say yell that all the time. That's not catchable. And then they say, Coach, this isn't the NCAA.
Well, you were at the nearest thing to the NFL. You were in Hendricken.
Yeah, you're right. Yes, I was.
All right, they'll mark off 15. It'll be an automatic first down.
Mike Green, our very own John Gruden of I-105.5.
Oh, don't say that. He didn't do well. He didn't do well, man. Don't say that.
Rex Ryan, then. How's
He's
that?
not either. Come on, give me a guy that's not like some degenerate. How about Troy Aikman? I like Troy.
Herm Edwards.
Jim Mora, maybe? Man in motion is Tamaray. That's where Lopes will look, trying to deke out to the outside. He gets to the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 3 or so.
And number 16 for the Wizards, he sniffed it out, and I think he did enough just to slow down that play. Senior Avery Thomas from his defensive end spot.
Getting
he
the
saw
spot
it
for the first time in his high school career.
Who's that?
Thomas.
Yeah, he's getting some burn. Senior.
2nd and 10, little or no gain there.
Yeah, I do think that the Pawtucket, if they're going to be successful here, they just have to, line up and really try to attack the interior of the Wizards' defense.
This time, Rodriguez comes into a slot left side. He's got a wide man out there as well. And it's Pina in the backfield as the snap goes into counter, and it's Pina into the line of scrimmage, and the Wizards are right there, little or no gain.
John, you don't call that play as an offensive coordinator unless the guy up in the box tells you the linebackers are moving on motion. They're all staying home. The Wizards linebackers are being very well coached for this game. They're not chasing the motion guy.
Brian Leon on the carry, not Pina. 3rd down, 9.5.
Tolman's going to have to establish that jet. Take their best play, establish that jet, and then the inside run are going to kind of work out for themselves. But right now, Tolman really can't do much against that Wizards defense.
Sei very wide to the left side this time. And again, Lopes is ready, drops back again. Wizards are untouched. He's under the gun. He's being chased. He's going to try to make something out of nothing, and he's taken down after a gain of 2, maybe 3. A lot of real estate traveled by Lopes, but now it's 4th down.
And I believe that was Nick Anduchow that came up from his cornerback position to put a real good lick. If that was the NFL, they would have called a penalty. Might keep on calling it Tolman. I am. All right, I got you. I'm getting cue cards by them. I keep calling, little,
Yeah, that's 3 times you've called them Tolman.
Well, I'm worse when it was hockey. I used to get in trouble because I kept on calling them EWG/Night Wizards, and they get mad.
Thank God we don't do hockey anymore.
High snap fielded cleanly, and the Wizards are going to let this one bounce around at about the 30-yard line, the 20-yard line or so. All right, we'll take a break. The Wizards are in control with 4:25 left to play in the first. They lead at 14-0. They've been successful in their first 2 drives, and they pitch to Andrew Tron first down. Trying to turn the corner. He's got the 10, he's got the 15, and he's got the 17 before he's finally slowed down by a host of Pawtucket Patriots, including the first one to reach him, Noah Navarro, who is the Sam, the strong side linebacker.
Another great first down play. When you're gaining 9 yards on first down, that just opens up the whole playbook for Coach Pennington and his offense.
Wizards 14, the Pawtucket Co-op nothing. First quarter, if you're just joining us and you missed the Nick Andrews show, is both touchdowns and both sets of extra points. Nate Corona is going to look over at West Pennington, who calls a timeout, so we'll take one too. Let's pause 30 seconds with the score. The Wizards 14, the Patriots nothing here on I-105.5, the legendary 1450 AM and on Wizards TV.
For centuries, the lighthouse at Castle Hill has been a trusted guide to safer harbors ahead. And like the rock-solid foundation it's built on, at Bank Rhode Island, we're proud of the financial strength and the trust we bring to our customers, to our communities, and to businesses across the state of Rhode Island. It's banking, strong and trusted. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Don't miss Awful Mondays every Monday for a limited time only at all Newport Creamery locations. Buy one Awful, get a second one free. Dine in or take out, a great treat to beat the summer heat with a deal that can't be beat. It's Awful Mondays every Monday at your local Newport Creamery on Tioga Avenue in Coventry or any Newport Creamery location.
Big moment for Nate Petrarca making his Wizards debut tonight. The former Coventry Ochre getting a little bit of offensive duty now with West Warwick as Corona looks and hands to Demopoulos. Big hole, big room. He's out to midfield. He's down to the 40. It's a foot race. He is going to get taken down at about the 40-yard, about the 30-yard line of Pawtucket.
How about that? That just goes to show you, and that's a classic West Warwick, play where all eyes are on, the tailback. Just a quick little full back trap right up the middle. Everyone's vacated, but there's laundry on the field, and let's see what that doesn't look. There is a flag on the field, so we're going to see what that is. Way near the sidelines is Pawtucket. Excuse me. I don't know. Maybe there isn't a flag. This is a flag down. Does that look like a flag down there? Down to 40. Look at the 40. No, I don't see it. Oh.
Here's the referee's timeout.
Oh, maybe it fell. Maybe it fell out.
Oh, there it is. Okay. I was
you know
looking
what
at
I
the
mean?
wrong
It
40.
must have fell out.
I see it now at the 40-yard line.
Yep.
I don't know if it was maybe a bench situation.
No, because they would have said something, I think, right? It might have fell out of his pocket.
Well, they don't have a microphone system here.
Oh, that's nice.
All right, no penalty. Wizards have got the ball first and 10 at the Pawtucket 30. I almost said Tolman. Second man through, and it's Petrarca. First carry. He's got a first down and more, to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, great job, for Nate Petrarca. First carry, I bet it feels good to knock the rust off. He was running a little tentative a little bit. I've seen him run. Once he gets going, he is a definite force to reckon with. And I'm biased because on Teacher Appreciation Day, if you notice, I'm wearing his number.
Yep.
And, I'm very touched that he felt, he didn't know anyone either. He's new here.
That's nice.
But he was nice. He said, when he did show up, I welcomed him, and it was nice to know. And I know who he was, so I love when that works out.
Nate picked up 15 on his first carry. The Wizards come wide left side. Long snap count by Corona. He gives it straight in the middle to Ballou. He strips one tackle, keeps it going forward, and is within the 3-yard line or so.
Yeah.
Could be enough for a first down.
It might be. The Wizards' offense looks terrific. The Wizards look great today so far in quarter number 1 with just about a minute and a half left to go.
Damont Ballou to the 2. So it's a 13-yard gain. So Ballou gets 50. Petrarca gets 15. Ballou gets another 13. They're at the 2-yard line.
Yep.
And who gets the shot?
Well, I would say maybe Andrew Chow on this time because he hasn't yet. Ballou had a couple big runs, and then Nate was in the backfield.
Looks like the eye behind the quarterback Corona. It's Ballou
Again.
pushing forward, and he is in for a West Warwick touchdown. It's 20-0. Who would have expected it?
Well, it's tough to see. We've watched them. The only game we really saw was the injury fund against Boroville. Definitely offensively they look great.
Andrew Chow for the extra. He's really spanked the first two through. This one is on its way. It's up, and that one is indeed good. We have played 10 minutes and 56 seconds, and the Wizards have been Wizards. West Warwick 21, Pawtucket nothing here on I-105.5, the legendary 1450 AM, and on Wizards TV.
The distinctive and delicious flavors of Italy are now available for lunch at
West Warwick in control. The Wizards 21. Pawtucket nothing here on I-105.5, the legendary 1450 AM and on Wizards TV.
Lil Rody Storage at 100 Pulaski Street. Lil Rody Storage is a state-of-the-art, climate-controlled self-storage facility with direct entry and easy walk-in access. It is secured, alarmed, and cameraed for all your storage and safety needs. Indoor vehicle storage and warehousing is available too. Finally, a local storage facility close to home. It's Lil Rody Storage. For more information, you can call 401-615-5100. Little Rody Storage, 100 Pulaski Street, West Warwick.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of pizza. The Pizza Nomad now offers delicious Detroit-style and New York-style pizza. Detroit-style, thick, crispy, chewy, rectangular crust with cheese to the edges, and the foldable, craveable, thin crust New York-style pizza. Forget about it. Just 2 more ways the Pizza Nomad helps you eat life to the fullest. Check out the full menu of salads, apps, calzones, craft burgers, grinders, and wraps, wood-fired flats, and mouth-watering pizza. Visit or call the Pizza Nomad, 291 Providence Street in West Warwick at 821-2106 and 718 Center of New England Boulevard in Coventry at 642-2677.
First quarter, all Wizards. Andrew Chow from 66, Andrew Chow from 9, Ballou from 2. The 3 touchdowns, Andrew Chow's added both kicks. It's 21-0. And now Tolman, there I go. Thank you, Michael. Pawtucket jumps.
See? John, you didn't write Pawtucket big enough on my cue card because John didn't see it.
Wait till next week. Who are we playing next week? We're here.
Here for West Warwick and Lincoln.
All right, Lincoln. So that's easy. Lincoln. They're not co-opted with anybody.
Nope.
They're not combined.
Then the following week is Coventry and East Providence. Got to check my phone, see if we're going to score from Coventry yet.
You got to do some research at halftime.
Sure. We start early, so what happens
No, I want to know what happened with that Smithfield game.
Oh, sure. I will. I'll give it a best.
You could.
I'm serious.
1st and 5, West Warwick, almost directly in front of us. They're at their own 47-yard line. Here's looking. It's a completed pass and trying to break a tackle over here on the near side was Luke Gallo, but he was taken down.
It was close.
By Brian Leone, and it's a first down for the Wizards at least, but he nearly broke it.
And you know what? And if Pawtucket wants to play 10 people up on the line of scrimmage to stop the run, then that's a great call. That is definitely a check at the line call. I'm sure there was a run call in the huddle, but it was a check with me, and Corona just decided to go with the slant.
All 11 in the box. Corona will hand off, and this time not much doing, as they might have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage, but that was about it.
Yeah. And you know, John, that was the first play that didn't work out, for the Wizard in the Wizards' favor. First play.
Yep.
That's happened. So, and all that was maybe it was Pawtucket sending more guys at the point of attack than the Wizards could block. So.
They had all 11 of them in the box.
Yeah, and which means there's going to be something else is going to be open. So they can't commit that many people to the run without weakening them somewhere else.
Nate Corona out of the gun. He's got Ballou to his right. They hand off to Ballou, and he's met immediately in the line of scrimmage. On the play was Josh Silva for Pawtucket. Nothing doing there. It's 3rd down.
Boy, you hate to say it, John. It almost looks like, maybe that first quarter Pawtucket was sleeping, and kind of woke up there for the second quarter because their defense is playing inspired. That's the second tackle for a loss.
Actually going to be 3rd and a little bit less than 12 for the Wizards as Corona sets up again. He's going to wide out on the left side. Some help on the right. He will roll. He will look. He'll carry. He's got 5 of them back, but he runs out of real estate shy of the 35-yard line. So they'll need a couple. And we'll see how West plans on playing it.
I think the way your offense is playing and the way your defense is playing especially, you're definitely going to go for it here if you're Coach Pennington.
Timeout called by the Patriots.
Sorry.
And we'll take a break with the score. West Warwick 21 and the Patriots nothing here on I-105.5, the legendary 1450 AM and on Wizards TV.
Great if you could have your insurance coverage from home, auto, life, and retirement with just one agency. Graham Insurance can help protect everything that is important to you. Why not simplify your life? Visit Mark Graham at Graham Insurance at 328 Coeasett Avenue in West Warwick, or call them at 828-7946. Nationwide is on your side. Graham Insurance, proudly serving Kent County and beyond since 1970. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
They moved it back a yard or two. It's going to be about 4th down and a long 3 for Nate Corona and company.
And Pawtucket's still packed up with 9 men in the box. Little
Conventional
counterplay.
set. Here's Andrew Chow running right side, and he is not going to be there, I don't think.
Nope. No, John, you know what happens now? I mean, if you can see, Tolman now is really being aggressive in the gaps. You know, they're creating penetration. They can't get off tackle as easily as they did in the first quarter. So, and that's just having them wake up. They're not doing anything different. They woke up now.
So the Patriots offense will take the field. And it'll be a Pawtucket first down.
Yep.
First time the Wizards have been stopped. They scored on their first 3 possessions.
Yep. And John, you almost wonder now how the Pawtucket offense is going to respond. Defense responded well coming out of the first quarter. Let's see if the offense can kind of match that their defense's intensity.
We would like to have seen them use that little slant. You know, with so many men in the box, you just run somebody from a wide out.
Yep.
Give Nate a little dink across the field.
Dink.
Yeah. All right, Lopes brings them out 1st and 10. Here come the Patriots. Little rejuvenation for the team from the Pawtucket area.
Yep. And there's still a little confusion here.
And up second man through. This is Talleray, and he's going to get across the 45. But no more than that. Polanco is there, Machina was there, and Luke Gallo is there for the Wizards.
Well, John, Pawtucket decided to go tackles over, which means they're an unbalanced line. And, you know, the Wizards did not adjust. That's why they were actually a little more productive on that first down run.
Second down, we'll call it 7. How's that?
And I can hear Coach Jay Briggs up near the press box screaming. However, the guys on the field need to recognize that as well. So
I believe that Pawtucket called timeout again because the big number 73, John Peter, was the first one to go over to the bench. So we'll pause. With the score, the Wizards 21, Pawtucket nothing here on I-105.5, the legendary 1450 AM, and on Wizards TV.
Boomerang's Roadhouse is celebrating 5 years at 293.
Time you're at Boomerangs and tell Pat Kane I sent you. Wow. All right, second down and 7. It's my invitation to Lake P. Fontaine telling you where to eat. Stutters step in the line of scrimmage. Not much doing. Was the ball fumbled? Yes, the Wizards have got the football. We think. Whose ball there, guys?
You know, and I do hear that.
It's West Warwick.
Yeah, and I do hear them calling Luke Gallo. So Luke Gallo, again, part of a play.
It comes with 8:42 left to play in the half. And the Wizards already up by 3 touchdowns. Here comes Andrew Chow late to the party.
Jay Sean Jones came out. And what they do is they move Beck Castaldi to the corner. Nick Andrew Chow goes to safety. They just kind of do a little musical chairs there.
Becca Staldy down in the ball game and playing a wideout here on the right side. No, he's not. He's in his regular safety defensive back position because Pawtucket's got the ball again. So there's no fumble recovery. It is 3rd down and 7. Lopes, keeper, straight ahead, close to first down yardage.
Yeah, they look like they might be just a tick short. Looks like he went down maybe a yard. Oh, looks like they're giving him a, ooh, that's a favorable
I'll tell you
spot.
something. That was a poor spot.
That's a bad spot, and that's a 21-0 spot because the official's like, all right, let's give him one because that was a bad spot. Even now, it still doesn't look like it's lined up with the down markers.
Noah Navarro this time comes out wide left side. They've got a man in the slot left and a man in the slot right. The handoff goes up the middle. The Wizards are right there. Loss of 3.5 or so. No problem at all for West Warwick defensively. The last Wizard to impile was the middle linebacker, DeMont Ballou. Or Booyah, depending.
Well, Pawtucket is trying to pull linemen, and they're not getting to their blocks fast enough, and it's just causing big run-through holes for the Wizards linebackers. And that's why DeMont Ballou is, having a great game so far.
I'm going to give you some homework there, Coach Green.
All right.
Pull them out into your office and find out how he wants his name pronounced. Because we've got 4 different versions, I think.
I'm going to Bolia.
Bolia.
Yeah, the Yardic version is Bolia. 2nd down and 12. A little stiff arm here and a great defensive play, an individual effort.
Gianni Sacco.
Exactly.
Both linebackers were in the backfield. It just goes to show you that the Pawtucket's offensive line is not able to block anyone up front for the Wizards tonight.
Ball back to the 39-yard line.
My goodness.
3rd and 18. Now you're asking them to pass block for Lopes, and they haven't been able to block for anything.
Ooh, this might be a great time. If you have a screen, this might be one of those times you run the screen or a quarterback draw.
They haven't used Talleray, and they really haven't used Rodriguez either. Let's see what happens here for the guys in the white shirts. Angel Lopes readies at quarterback again. He's got a lot of people to choose from. He'll roll out. He's under the rush. He's going to be taken down. He's going to get rid of the ball. It's going to be an incomplete pass. Was there anybody in the area over there?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
But the Wizards just kept coming at him, and it's 4th down.
Whew. I don't want to find that quarterback's parents in the parking lot after the game because, man, you're not protecting that guy's son or that mom's son, right? They're going to be mad.
Is that what happens over at Henderson?
Yes, no, it happens. Oh, yeah. Well, you know why? Because, the quarterback's running for their life every time they drop back. There's absolutely zero pass protection. And they're trying to send out 4 wide receivers. You've got to keep a couple extra guys to block.
The punter is Talleray. He sets up at his 25-yard line. The Wizards set up short with their deep backs between the 35 and the 40 on the Tolman side on the road side of the field, I should say.
Oh.
On Pawtucket.
It's not getting any better. Do we have a telestrator? Can we
Wish
get one?
wish
You
we
want a
did.
Madden? You want one of those Madden
I
things?
really like to draw up some pass protection because.
What's that? Oh, intentional
grounding.
Really? Well, there was a lineman in the area, but there was also a running back. That's a stretch. It's 21-0. That's one of those calls you just keep the flag in your pocket. It's not having an impact at all. I mean, it's 4th and what do you call it, John? 4th
in the country mile.
7-0 Wesley over East Providence in the first quarter.
It's 4th in Echo Valley. How's that? Was that good?
Whoa, wow.
There you go. How's that?
Pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, thank you.
High snap, fielded cleanly. Talleray gets it away. It's a high short kick. It's going to
I think
bounce.
that
Wizards
touched-
might have touched it.
Ooh, I don't think that might have bounced off of
his
Gallows' heel. Good call, John. Look at that.
Sort off the heel.
Yeah, I think that went off the heel.
He was doing a block, and it just went over his head.
Yeah.
Came right down. You couldn't scripted it any better.
And if
So
that-
the
she
ball
didn't
was
see it.
recovered
By Pawtucket.
shy of midfield and shy of the original line of scrimmage. Now we'll
Yeah.
see.
Oh, they gave it to him.
Yep, it's a Tolman ball, 1st down.
Well,
Or a Pawtucket ball first down.
I'm not correcting you guys anymore. You're old.
What?
So Pawtucket, Paul Luke Gallo goes around to stop blocking, and it just went over his head and hit his heel.
Yeah.
He never even knew it hit him.
Yep. And if he wasn't wearing those bright orange cleats, he might have not noticed.
Got away with it.
You know, he's wearing these bright orange cleats. I think he works for DOT.
So bad break for the Wizards with 5:09, I should say, left to go here in the first half. And West Warwick protecting a 21-0 lead.
You hungry, John?
I am.
Hey, John's hungry. He's watching.
I'm watching 321 Media, and I'm watching one of their commercials. It's all food.
I'm starving.
Knowing Ben Barber, are you surprised?
Oh, I love Ben. I love him.
Well, new life.
Yep.
1st and 10. Here come the Tigers again with Angel Lopes, a beleaguered quarterback. This time with wings on either side, or slots on either side, and the Wizards jump.
Offsides.
Or did they jump?
Yeah. Pawtucket jump.
That's going to be against Pawtucket.
73 is a big human. And when he moves, you see it.
That's John Peter. We've been talking about him.
Yep. Junior.
Yeah.
How did he? Is a young man from Pawtucket. How did St. Ray's miss him? How about that, right? That would add another person to their already giant line.
Big John takes up 3 spots in that huddle.
I'll
Look
tell
at
you
him.
what. Middle. Hey, plays 3 positions. Middle, plays guard, tackle, and center. I'll explain what it is in a minute.
Wides on both sides, slots on both sides for Lopes on first down and 15. He'll look, he'll drop, he'll swing it onto the right side. Right there after the completion.
Get a flag on the
far side of the field, and there is a yellow handkerchief down.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
He's on the near side, in front of the Wizards bench.
So like John Pena, I played 3 positions: center, guard, and tackle. You know, for Hendricken, I sat on the I sat in the center of the bench. I guarded the water bucket, and I tackled anyone who came near it.
Wow.
How's that?
You come up with that all by yourself?
Took me a while to develop that joke, but no, I didn't.
What was it?
Yeah, repeat first down.
No. Hands to the face for Pawtucket. Thank God Greg Gonsalves is here.
Now, see, if this was Coventry, we would have known in plenty of time. And
I think West Warwick should invest in the microphone system. For
I will
the
come up
refs.
here and break it. I have the keys to this place. I will break it.
Well, I think they're on the 18th fairway now, and it's second down and a long way to go. Lopes will drop. He'll send everybody out. He'll roll off to the left side. He'll put it up for grabs, and it's going to be incomplete. There was some contact at the 40-yard line, but no flag.
No, I think their feet just got tangled, you know, and both receiver and defensive back fell down. Good pass pro because they kept an extra man in the back to block. Number 33 stayed in and helped on Luke Gallo. So they're trying. They're recognizing their weaknesses, and they're trying to address that. So we'll see if it pans out for them.
Set me up again there, Boots. Here we go. Pardon me, everybody. I've got some work to do.
I just want to look up something.
All right, here we go. Pawtucket breaks the huddle. Ball in the middle of the field.
Talaray on the right side, along with Sayi, Pichardo, and Rodriguez on the opposite side. Second down, very long. Lopes drops. Lopes looks.
Don't throw that.
It goes long, it goes deep, and it is going to be incomplete
my.
again. A little bit of action between the receiver and the defender at the 30-yard line, but the Wizards almost had Lopes.
Oh, I don't know if you're watching this. Wizards TV probably has it, you know, with the great job the kids are doing. Number 73 literally took Luke Gallo and threw him. He held him, and he just bear hugged him and threw him. And they're not calling any holding penalties. It's every play. It's amazing. They're not saying that. I don't know what the ref's job is to watch for the offensive line penalties.
Greg Gonzalez says 3rd and 25 at the 32-yard line with 3:43 left to play in the half.
Oh, their best offense is punting and hitting Gallo.
My phone a little slow for you. Is that what it is? Guess so, huh?
Oof. So we'll see here. Oof. There's no play to get back with 30 yards.
Yep, third and very long. Lopes drops back again. Here comes the rush. Here he rolls. He's got some running room. Lopes across midfield, 45-40. He's got a first down and a few more. So the quarterback converts Angel Lopes a first down, broken play, but a first down for Pawtucket, and they've got a little bit of life.
Well, the Wizards were in man coverage with 2 safeties over the top, defending against the deep pass. No one's there. Smart, heady play by the quarterback of Pawtucket. Great job. Gets his team a first down.
I think West wants to talk about things. Timeout has been called with 3:14 left to play in the period. 21-0 West Warwick here on I-105.5, 1450 AM, and the legendary 1450 AM of my dad, and on Wizards TV.
Since 1974, Bill's Place has been synonymous with good times and great food. Whether it's a family celebration, a post-game meal, or a simple visit for lunch, Bill's Place has served thousands with great pizza and grinders, sandwiches, and specials for nearly 50 years. If you haven't visited Bill's Place in a while, you're quite overdue for the great, consistent taste that's been part of Kent County for so long. Bill's Place, 707 Main Street in West Warwick. Open 11 to 10 Monday through Saturday. For takeout, call 828-2300. Check out the menu at billsplaceri.com.
Somebody please tell Chris Mann to wash these windows.
They're the cleanest they've ever been.
They're still dirty.
That's because it rained yesterday. That's the reason why this stuff is clean.
Well, we were promised a refurbished press box, but that didn't happen.
How'd that feel?
First down, Talleray in motion. Lopes will follow. Lopes will get a first down. They try to use that right side again. He's got good yards.
Showing a little speed now, Pawtucket. Able to get around the corner against the Wizards. Kind of like a super sweep where the quarterback's actually leading the play.
Second down and 1.
Little tempo, no huddle here. Trying to catch the Wizards, maybe try to make a substitution or getting tired.
Lopes hands straight away. Wizards are right there. He may not have it.
Well, that was I don't know. There was a heck. That umpire threw that. If he ever hit someone with that flag, it would have hurt him. He threw it in pretty hard.
It'll go against West Warwick. It's a face mask. And it's a big one.
Well, we have 3:03 left to go in the half. I think Coach Pennington's halftime speech will be, you have to keep focused. He had a great first quarter, not so much in the second quarter.
Lopes ready. Sends him in motion. Gives it to Talleray. He'll move the ball on the right side. He'll run into some Wizard defenders at about the 5-yard line. But again, a good gain by Talleray.
And they ran that jet to the short side of the field. They're trying to stay away from Luke Gallo. I don't blame them. They're trying to attack Avery Thomas there, and they had some success. And it looks like Nate Petrarca has gone in at the D-end position.
Which was his natural spot defensively at Coventry last year. So it's second down and 6. Lopes with the Red Sox. Wants it himself. He'll squeeze by a couple of defenders in the line of scrimmage and fall forward toward first down yardage. They can't get a first down at the 2 or 2.5 or so. We'll see where they mark it.
So I think it's really important for the defensive ends, for the Wizards, to really maintain their gap responsibility. You know, I'm watching the point of attack. You know, Petrarca did a good job on the tackle, but then he started dipping inside. He dips inside too much, and they're going to pull it and go around him. So, and he's knocking the rust off. He hasn't really got involved too much yet.
Lopes again, this time good hold, very close, and
touchdown.
It's a touchdown for the Pawtucket Patriots.
So they did a great job, the Wizards, of controlling that off-tackle quarterback power. The key to that one was the defensive end came up the field, creates a seam. They can block everyone else in, and then, you know, there really is no one there to stop the running the quarterback. So, you know, technique matters. And even though you're up 21-0 at the time, you still have to play football and you have to follow your coach's lessons. You can't go out there and freelance.
There's an injured Wizard on the play at about the 2-yard line or so.
Yeah. I mean, you would hope, and anything, this is cramps. This is that type of weather where you're going to get cramps, especially, the end of the second quarter. These kids have been playing. A lot of these kids for both teams go both ways, which really can drain them. They're in school all day. The school is hot, so they're warm. It's they start the game at 6 when the sun's beating down on everybody. So it's probably a case of just maybe cramps.
So right now it is 21-6 with a minute and 26 left to play. A drive aided by penalties against West Warwick ruins the shutout bid.
I mean, I'm sure you're getting better images than he is.
Then the injured player just coming off under his own.
Yeah, looks like Beck Castaldi, John. Maybe crampy.
So we'll see if they line up for one. The kicker is Rodriguez, but he hasn't come off the field yet in the football game. Oh, wait a minute, that may not be Rodriguez. Hold on.
Nope, it's 25, John.
That is not Rodriguez.
Nope, that is Jayon Butler.
Jayon Butler. Longest time between a touchdown and an extra point in high school this year. With 1:26 left to play. Butler, ready? Everybody's ready. Sooner or later, they'll snap the ball. There's the snap to place. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Pawtucket on the board. Patriots trailing 21-7. Back with more from Mickey Field in a moment.
Who's in there? I think we have Evan Medeiros in the ball game at the slot receiver. It's the first time Evan's been on the field.
I think it's Cooper Markley, looks like it, for the Pawtucket Patriots.
The offender, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh, thanks for turning the light on, whoever it was.
I can't see. I need to be able to see the word Pawtucket.
I'm kind of enjoying the band's rendition of I Want You Back by the Jackson 5.
How about that band? This is their first performance. How about this? There's a lot of firsts here today. Band's doing great. The cheerleaders are the best.
New England champs.
All the time.
Man in motion for the Wizards. They'll throw that, man. It's complete. 30-yard line, 35. Down to the 20. Pig pile down to about the 13 or so.
Some great blocking there.
Great blocking.
Great
play,
blocking.
a little alley screen. Now, I'm not too sure. We have 18 on the roster. It looked like it was number 18 with that reception.
Got a timeout.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yep. But you know what I've noticed, John and John, so far out of this game? You know, when they had Branch and Swanson, they were very predictable. That was a different type of play, you know, because he's forced to get other kids the ball now. You know, and you've got to be creative in how you do that.
Yep.
So that was a great play, really.
Could that have been 13? Could
It
have
might
been
have
Evan
been Mike
Medeiros?
Gallo. It might have been Mike Gallo, number 10. Who's basically plays safety a lot of the times. He's a sophomore.
Where the ball is now, at about the 13-yard line, if things go awry and if time winds down, you may be talking Nick Andrew Child field goal here. Wizards breaking up with West Pennington and deploy onto the field. Tolman does the same, or Pawtucket does the same with Jason DeLawrence. Now you got me doing it.
See? It's not easy.
That
So,
Mike
yeah,
Green, he's got an infectious personality.
Thank you. Thank you, said personality. Thank you.
Corona drops, looks to throw.
Get out
It
of
is
bounds.
complete at the 2-yard line.
They marked it. Was he able to get out of bounds?
Yes.
Great
He stopped
job.
the clock.
And I want to say number 13
That is Evan
is our
Medeiros.
man, Evan Medeiros, senior, great kid. He's been, you know, a program player for 4 years here. He's got great hands. He really does. You know, we saw a little bit of that last year. Super job.
I'm not sure they have a timeout left, so I don't know if they're going to run the ball here. You give it to Baloo and you keep your fingers crossed, maybe?
I'd like to see just a toss. Honestly, I think you run the toss play. And you're going to see something because now they get that 2 backs in the back, 3 backs in the backfield.
Pawtucket took a timeout, their last one. 20.6 seconds left to play. We'll pause for 30 here on I-105.5, the legendary 1450 AM, and on Wizards TV.
Place, the perfect place for friends and families to gather.
Second and 1 inside the 5 for West Warwick. First down a possibility, but time is running down. They have 20.6 seconds left to play in the period. So Corona will set them up. This is a rather tough area because we got people in front of us. It goes left side and toss is complete for a West Warwick touchdown. It's over on the far side of the field in the corner, but Nate Corona has thrown a touchdown pass and the Wizards go up by 20.
Yeah, it was a little waggle pass off the play action. Great job. They've been running the ball with success. A little waggle roll out to the left, hit fullback Devont Ballou in the end zone. Easy touchdown. That's how you draw it up, John. Perfect job. Perfect execution.
So 2 for Bollier, Ballou, Booyah, and 2 for Andrew Child. The kick is no good. And the Wizards with 15 seconds left lead by 20. 27-7 West Warwick here on I-105.5, the legendary 1450 AM and on Wizards TV.
Thinking of refreshing?
Booth with John Parenti, Mike Green, and Johnny Boots on I-105.5 and 1450 AM.
5-yard touchdown pass from Nate Corona to Mount Ballou, the latest Wizards score, as foot goes into football, and it's very long and into the end zone for a touchback. Wow.
You know, Andrew Chow, if you start to look at awards, I know it's really early, but I'll tell you, he's putting the ball in the end zone and putting the ball through the uprights. He's doing a great job.
Just threw a perfect pass of the tee to the sidelines.
Well, I mean, he's a terrific catcher. If you ever have a chance to go to McCarthy Field and see him play, boy, he's got a cannon as an arm.
Like former coach Lou Polano used to say, that kid is bona fide.
Lou Polano, integral in my my nuptials to my wife.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
That's a halftime story, isn't it?
No, I'm done. That was it.
First and 10 Pawtucket with 15 seconds left and a whistle on the field.
Nope.
I think he took a knee and go back and regroup.
The guys from Pawtucket have a long way to go. Stay tuned, everybody, for the Newport Creamery halftime show with the score here at Stinky Field. The Wizards 27, the Patriots 7.
For centuries, the lighthouse at Castle Hill has been a trusted guide to safer harbors ahead. And like the rock-solid foundation it's built on, at Bank Rhode Island, we're proud of the financial strength and the trust we bring to our customers, to our communities, and to businesses across the state of Rhode Island. It's banking, strong and trusted. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Little Rhodey Storage at 100 Pulaski Street. Little Rhodey Storage is a state-of-the-art, climate-controlled self-storage facility with direct entry and easy walk-in access. It is secured, alarmed, and cameraed for all your storage and safety needs. Indoor vehicle storage and warehousing is available too. Finally, a local storage facility close to home. It's Little Rhodey Storage. For more information, you can call 401-615-5100. Little Rhodey Storage, 100 Pulaski Street, West Warwick.
Don't miss Awful Mondays every Monday for a limited time only at all Newport Creamery locations. Buy one Awful, get a second one free. Dine in or take out, a great treat to beat the summer heat with a deal that can't be beat. It's Awful Mondays every Monday at your local Newport Creamery on Tioga Avenue in Coventry or any Newport Creamery location.
Time for the Newport Creamery Halftime Report. Visit your local Newport Creamery at 781 Tioga Avenue or one of the many locations in Rhode Island and southeastern Massachusetts. Now back to John Parenti, Mike Green, and Johnny Boots.
Wizards 27, Pawtucket 7. Here at halftime at Mastinky Field in what has been a pretty good night if you like the orange and black.
Well, you know, so the score is what it is. But if you're Coach DeLawrence, right now you're saying, we just played a tie quarter, 7-7. Yep. So you got to start you got to start to move the narrative into a positive. And if you can do that, you actually can maybe motivate your kids to come out and try to, at the worst, tie the third quarter, maybe win a quarter. You know, so really, they spotted us 21 points, really, and then now we're going to turn around and see, you know, what you can do. And that's kind of how I look at it as a coach when you're down by that amount.
Nick Andrew Child, the first 14 points of the game a 66-yard run to cap a 4-play 76-yard drive. He added the extra point with 10:28 left to play in the period. 7-0 winners. Right back came West Warwick after the fumble recovery. First and goal at the 9. Andrew Chow for 9 yards out, made it 13, added the extra point. 1 play, 9 yards. Bang, 14-0. Bollier, a 50-yard run, set up the third score. Bollier for 50. Nate Petrarca's first carry as a Wizard gets him 15 yards. Ballou back for 13. And then a 2-yard plunge by the big guy. Made it 20-0. Andrew Chow's kick makes it 21-zip. Gallo, a fumble recovery in between that and the Pawtucket touchdown. Lopes a 6-yard run on a drive that was aided by penalties against the Wizards. 21-7 at the time with 1:26 to go. And then it took them a minute and 11 seconds to answer. The Wizards going ahead 27-7 on a Corona pass to Bollier, his second TD of the night. Wizards now in control at 27-7.
I have a score. Got a couple.
I think Boots has got a couple too.
Oh, nice.
You
Go
go.
ahead, Boots. Now.
You go with yours.
You sure?
Yep.
26-0, the Classical Purple over North Providence. And 6-0, Bishop Hendricken over Cumberland.
You and I did that playoff game last year for the NFHS Network,
Yes.
Mike. And you had to be struck by what Josh Lehman did with that Cumberland Clipper team. They played a great game against Hendricken, although they lost. Now that they've got a new coach, the things are a little bit different. But I think a lot of the names are the same.
Yeah, well, they did lose some significant players. That quarterback was probably one of the, I think did he get an award for Player of the Year? I think he was Gatorade, if memory serves. He was terrific. You can't replace someone who's that good, and I know they lost their tight end, their defensive end. So, Coach Lima, he might not have left the cupboard with a lot in there. Who knows? I mean, granted, when you get asked to go to the NFL to go coach,
you don't say no.
You don't say no. You don't say no.
Score: Charahoe Chargers 7, Rogers Vikings nothing. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. The other game that we were watching a second ago was Westerly Bulldogs 34, East Providence 6 in the second quarter.
Wow.
That's a shock.
Yeah. That's certainly a shock.
Well, last week they beat a team from Hebron, Connecticut. What was it, 52-6 or 52-14 or something?
Yep.
The Bulldogs are for real.
Yeah, I guess so. I think they're going to be they should be the top dog in Division 2. But I do think the Wizards are only going to get better as the season progresses.
And the Wizards will see those Bulldogs in the month of October down at Salageri Field. Next week, we're right back here for the Wizards and the Wing T-oriented Lincoln Lions. Still run it, Mike?
Yeah, I believe they do. I mean, those teams, unless you get a wholesale coaching staff change, those teams don't they live and die with that Wing T. It goes all the way back to Howie Catley. Used to be the Lincoln. And Howie Almaro from Classical was Howie's coach. They ran the Wing T at Classical High School. And Al learned the Wing T from Frank Leahy, who was the head coach at Boston College. And when Al was there, and Al had his whole Wing T playbook, and he threw it away. Al, he had all kind of trinkets from his days as a captain with Boston College. And we had what? Muck Maznicki, right? I think, didn't they go to college together? A little connection to
I believe so, yeah.
West
Boston
Warwick.
College, right.
Yeah, both guys were captains of their football team, Muck Maznicki and Al Morrow. Al from Providence and Classical.
Update: Westerly East Providence. Westerly just scored 41-6.
Westerly who?
Yeah.
Pawtucket? What'd you say?
Westerly over East Providence 41-6.
That's a mad
East
score.
Providence,
That's
didn't I?
93 points in a game and a half. Wow. Think about that. 93 points scored in 1 1/2 games.
Yeah, it's just when you're firing on all cylinders, it's tough to stop.
Raising some eyebrows on the guys in the blue and white.
Sure.
About 4 minutes away. The Wizards get the ball in the second half. What are they going to need to lock this thing up, Mike?
Oh, I just think they need to play mistake-free football. I think they need to keep their foot on the gas. John, I really do think. I think, there was a little bit of a letdown there in the second quarter. and it was noticeable by Pawtucket scoring and us going 3 and out and not being able to convert. But they woke up again, and that last drive they marched right down the field, some good football to score. So don't get too ahead of yourself. There's a lot of football left. If my words to my team is, you scored 27, they could score 27. So just be on your P's and Q's and keep playing football.
If there's one thing to be impressed about, it's the Wizards' front four and the play of their middle linebacker, DeMont Ballou.
They play a 4-3 defense, and so to be successful, you really need to have a really good middle linebacker. And so far, Ballou is just really having a great game. It has a lot to say about his front, because you're only good as your front guys in front of you. So those two big tackles, if they're doing their job, you can do yours. So as a Mike linebacker, it is you're dependent on your guys. And here's something I guess they still do it, and I really wish everyone got in the circle instead of have some kids out of the circle, some kids in the circle. If you're gonna, this has kind of been a West Warwick, thing. I just don't. You got more. There's more now, right? Over years ago, they'd be, half the team would be in the circle, the other half would be on the sidelines talking.
We are 3 minutes away from the reception of the opening kickoff by West Warwick. So we'll take a break on the Newport Creamery halftime show with the score West Warwick 27, the Pawtucket Patriots 7.
Don't miss Awful Awful Mondays every Monday for a limited time only at all Newport Creamery locations. Buy one Awful Awful, get a second one free. Dine in or take out, a great treat to beat the summer heat with a deal that can't be beat. It's Awful Awful Mondays every Monday at your local Newport Creamery on Tioga Avenue in Coventry or any Newport Creamery location.
Dan's Place in West Greenwich for a perfect family-friendly environment to enjoy the best food Rhode Island has to offer. Dan's has everything from delicious burgers, tender wings, steaks, fresh seafood, and the best pizza around. Dan's Place, open for lunch and dinner on Victory Highway in West Greenwich.
Wouldn't it be great if you could have your insurance coverage from home, auto, life, and retirement with just one agency? Graham Insurance can help protect everything that is important to you. Why not simplify your life? Visit Mark Graham at Graham Insurance at 328 Coeasett Avenue in West Warwick, or call them at 828-7946. Nationwide is on your side. Graham Insurance, proudly serving Kent County and beyond since 1970. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
Wicked easy.
Wicked easy.
Wicked easy.
Wait. Where's my pumpkin coffee?
Dana Mac, I may not have pumpkin coffee, but I definitely have the best deals around this fall season. Hey, it's Johnny Mac, General Manager of Sandy Motors. And no, I may not have the best Frate Matete Latte Pumpkin Spice Coffee this fall season, but I do know I have plenty of one-owner off-lease vehicles to fit all types of price ranges. You can drive away this fall season with zero down. That's no apples out of your pocket. Get approved now at sandymotors.com. And remember, Sandy Motors makes car buying
wicked easy.
Got a score, Mike Green?
Yeah, I had a couple of them. Right now you have 21-15, the Pilgrim Patriots over the Thunderbolts of Cranston East, and Bishop Hendricken has extended a lead 13-0 against the Cumberland Clippers.
No game for LaSalle this week. No game for St. Ray's this week. No game for a lot of teams this week.
They're playing tomorrow. Isn't LaSalle playing North Kingston tomorrow?
Not sure.
Yeah.
I think I went on the website today. They had nothing listed for Saturday at all.
Really?
In the calendar.
Maybe that's a mistake, because one of the North Kingston coaches actually works at West Warwick, and I believe he told us that it's in Copen's contract.
Well, it's funny because I know Tollgate is playing at Hope tomorrow, and Situate is playing EWG. That wasn't on the calendar either.
We would like you to join
them
tomorrow at Pizzeria Uno on Baltimore Road.
LaSalle may not be playing tomorrow, and I'm only saying that because Copen may have to be at Gillette Stadium for the induction ceremony for Parcells into the Patriots Hall of Fame.
And I stand corrected. Tobin won the toss. Pawtucket won the toss and elected to defer. So the Patriots will be getting the ball first to begin the second
What are you doing to the papers?
You gotta get the papers.
What's going on behind me here?
You don't want to know.
Everybody's staring at Eric White. Kodak moment.
Well, it's always fun to see what halftime adjustments were made by both teams. I don't think the Wizards need to do much. They're doing great. But I think Tolman might have some work to do.
They are playing tomorrow. LaSalle
Short
is playing
kick.
at North Kingstown.
Ball to the 46. Good call. Attaboy, Michael.
Thank you.
Take a bow.
Thank you, sir.
6
Who's
o'clock.
to say that?
6 o'clock.
Take a bow. Oh, John B. DePerel doing Boston College games.
God, I'd rather have John Rook.
So it's 1st and 10. They will reintroduce the guys from Pawtucket to you in a moment or so. The quarterback is Angel Lopes. Brian Leone is in the backfield along with Emmett Talleray. Those are the names you have to know here on first down. Lopes 1 step back and 5 feet forward. He's got some running room. He's across the 35-30,
Might not
25-20.
catch him.
It's a foot race, and it's a touchdown, Pawtucket.
And there's the adjustment. Again, the defensive ends of West Warwick are coming up the field. They're sealing everyone off. It's really, there wasn't much of a play development. It was just the tackle is turning out on the DN.
Yep.
And they're just running underneath him. You know.
Right on the outside, taking that outside lane.
He took 1 step back and about 60 feet forward and into the end zone.
Yep.
It's a 55-yard run for Angel Lopes. Now Butler for the extra point. It's up and it looks good, and it is. Suddenly, Pawtucket finds itself back in the ball game. 13 seconds into the second half, it's 27-14 Wizards.
Wayne Miller was once an outstanding three-sport athlete at West Warwick High. His teammates always knew they could count on Wayne to lead them to victory. Nowadays, Kent County counts on Wayne for quality electrical service for jobs both large and small. Miller Electric is one of the area's top providers of quality electrical work. Whether it's a new home installation, a complete rewiring, or major electrical repairs, call Miller Electric at 828-0087. Get that electrical job done right the first time. Miller Electric, 828-0087.
Now, back to the Boomerangs Roadhouse broadcast booth with John Parenti, Mike Green, and Johnny Boots on I-105.5 and 1450 AM.
So on the ensuing kickoff, the Wizards get the ball at the 21-yard line or so. Get it out by about maybe 11 or so. And it's first down for the orange and black.
You can't panic, John. If you're
No.
the Wizards.
I mean, look at how you've executed when you've had your head on your shoulders. You weren't creating yourself a situation where you were being penalized and providing the other team an opportunity. We talked with Wes all the time about playing a clean game. They need to start playing cleaner football right now. So it's first and 10 for West Warwick, and Nate Corona brings out his Wizards, and he hands second man through. It's Andrew Chow. Not very much off left tackle.
Yep.
And it's going to be a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, weak side run away from Luke Gallo. It looks like, last series, Tolman's defense was starting to kind of figure it out. And so we're going to see if they're going to continue with their defensive scheme in this second half. It may give the Wizards a little bit of trouble.
2nd down and 7. Isaiah Allen brings them out. We'll set the Wizards for you offensively in a moment or so. Here's a pitch. And not much doing on the same side.
Yeah, that was a little that tricky little fullback counter off the sweep action. It's a big play for Wes, and it's got them a lot of yards over the years, and even tonight. But the Pawtucket Patriots kind of figured it out and playing good defense right now.
They need 5. And again, I think the adjustment, Mike, is when they started putting 9, 10, 11 guys in the box, they got some success defensively. Some much needed defense. 3rd and long.
Well, and that's not a
Trouble.
good way. Nope.
As soon as the pitch was made, this time it was the Patriots who were there. The last two on pile was Noah Navarro, the strong side linebacker, number 5 for the guys in the white jerseys. It's 4th down.
So they're just going man free. They're taking the outside linebacker, and they're just telling them, if they put the formation to the field, you have no job but to tackle the tailback. That's it. And that's what he did, and it's a great adjustment. Good job by the coaching staff at Pawtucket.
Wes Pennington, hands on hips, watching his Wizards on 4th down. Still leading 27-14, but it's been a much different football game. Zach Morgan, the punt. It is going to be received at the 45-yard line, and they cut down as Rodriguez at the 47.
That was a touchy play there. That ball could have turned over. Good job by the Pawtucket punt returner to hold on to it. Great play by Jay-Sean Jones making a great open field tackle.
Before the game, we were hearing the names of Alex Rodriguez and Emmett Talleray. Neither one of them has done an awful lot. It's been Angel Lopes, the quarterback, who's done an awful lot for the guys from Pawtucket. So they break. Matt Kamara's the quarterback. Dakota and Casada are the guards. Pina and Pina are the tackles. John's the big one on the left side. Here's the hand, here's the counter, and here's the reverse. That'll bring them about 5 yards or so. Is there a flag on the play?
I don't believe so. That was a great job by Nate Petrocchi stepping in, for Aaron, for AT there, Avery Thomas. That was a great job by Nate Petrocca to stone the left tackle and really not allow a seam. And they're running away from Luke Gallo, John. If there's anything you can see right now.
Well, they're running away from Luke Gallo, but they're running at Nate Petrocca, and that's not really a very fun thing to do. And now we do have a penalty.
Yeah. Might have been a face mask. Yeah, face mask.
So I wasn't wrong.
No, sir.
Good field position. Lopes one step back. Here's the touchdown play again. This time the Wizards cover and stop him at the 35, but yet another orange or yellow handkerchief is down.
Nope.
It's against Pawtucket.
When they talk about teams getting off schedule, this is exactly what they mean. They're moving the ball. They're doing very well, doing a great job moving the ball. And then they have a penalty, and it moves them back. Now, changes your play calling, changes your flow.
Looks like a hold.
Yes,
It's
sir.
coming all the way back to the 47-yard line. How quickly that night air reached my sinuses. Wide left and right again. Basically, it's been the same offensive threat setup, I should say.
Yep.
And now whistles blow once again. Now we're ready. Double wides, double slot left side. Now made in motion. That's Tameray.
Oh.
High snap picked up by Lopes, and he will be drilled back at the 41-yard line.
There you go.
Ballou is there
Oh,
to make the play for the Wizards.
Yep.
Polanco was there too.
Yep.
But a loss all the way back to the Pawtucket 41-yard line.
And Petrocca, everyone got in the game that time. And if I didn't know any better, I'm going to say number 30, Cole Kilduff, another transfer student. This is probably his first taste of action. Number 30, and what they did, John, they made him the middle linebacker and moved Devont and now Gianni to the outside.
Ball is at the 42-yard line. So it's second down and, 35? 35 says the clock. So I'll rely on Gunzoff this time. Again, that same double wide set. Lopes drops. Lopes rushed. Lopes is going to be able to get rid of it, and he'll find the man around midfield to the 45 to the 43-yard line. Well short of the first down.
Oh,
However,
but you have a penalty.
And another flag goes down.
So again, this is kind of the the recipe here we've seen with West Warwick. All of a sudden, they start getting penalties. Don't know if it's on them. And that's going to give them a first down. You had them second and 35, and now you've just given them a first down because you gave them a face mask.
Those are game changers.
Well, it didn't give them a first down necessarily. So, but you went from second and 15 to now second and 1.
Second and a few blades of grass. That's about it.
And luckily, we have grass still on the field, right? We haven't hit that dirt quite yet.
Is it time to start keying Angel Lopes, the quarterback, because he hasn't really given the ball to anybody except Leone a couple of times? Lopes at quarter. Conventional set. Wizards have everybody up in the box. He's going with the first down, and he may not have it.
Oh, I think,
we'll see.
Forward progress, I think, really gave him the first down. Yeah, he got pushed back.
Yeah. So first down Pawtucket after facing second and 35.
Yeah, those are the things that make your coach's hair turn gray.
Well, Wes is bald, right?
Yeah, but he wasn't until that last series. Have another score. You want me to keep going?
Yeah, sure.
Go with it.
Oh, looks like I'm going to stop it this time. It's getting ridiculous. Bishop Hendricken 26-0 over Cumberland. And I do have an answer over that forfeited game.
Okay, we'll hold on to that after this.
Folks, hold on.
It's a tease. That's a tease.
That's a tease. I know, yeah.
You're doing good.
Yeah, we're going to get back to that. We'll tell you
It's
what.
only been 5 years. First and 10.
Another one. Gee,
Another
wow.
high snap. Lopes is
And,
going to
you know
cover.
what?
Wizards might have the football. The ball's
slippery.
still alive. It's at the 49. Wizards think they have it, but the Patriots say they do too.
Oh, there's no excuse for that, but I will say, if you're using one of those older balls, now they start getting slick this time of the night. The temperature changes, it gets a little cool. Those balls don't have a lot of grip on them, so now they become slippery. So it'd be good to have a few balls ready to go.
All the way back to the 47-yard line. Still in West Warwick territory, but it's second now and 30.
All right, what's the story with the Smithfield forfeited game?
John? So, apparently, sadly enough, they couldn't field the team.
Oh.
Wow.
Who, Smithfield?
Tiverton.
Second and long. Lopes out of the gun. Lopes is ready. He accepts another weird snap. Takes a step back and let it fly into the flat. It's going to be incomplete. And now it's third and long. And a must-have here for the Wizards, really.
Sure. I think, for Tiverton, I don't know who they can actually co-op with. It's going to be quite a ride. The best shot would be maybe Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Or
Rogers,
Mount Hope.
maybe?
Mount Hope. I mean, those are going to have to be discussions if you want to have a football team.
Wow. I can remember when the Tigers were the toast of Class C.
They would, they played Glasgow for many years.
Didn't Theo Murray coach there?
Oh, Bob Murray.
Bob Murray.
Yeah, Bob. He was there 100 years. Athletic director, football coach. Yep.
Third and 30 for Pawtucket. Lopes conventional, let it fly. It's going to be complete. Picked off. And a possible TD here for West Warwick. Is it Gallo?
Yep.
It's Luke Gallo.
Mikey.
Michael Gallo, I should say, in for the West Warwick touchdown.
How about that,
The
Mike Gallo.
sophomore, Mike Gallo.
We got a Patriot down at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I don't see any flags.
Yes, I do see a flag
there a
here
flag?
at the 40-yard line near side.
Probably going to be a block in the back, right? Illegal block. Maybe that's where that young man is a result of that.
Would have been a 67-yard return for Mike Gallo, the sophomore.
Personal foul.
But a personal foul against the Wizards will bring it on back. But they will get the ball. It's a first down.
Yep.
Now we'll await the injured player.
So it's going to come back to the spot of the foul. Is that where the 35-yard line is?
Yeah, they'll mark it from the 35.
Well, It's good to see the young man get up on his own power. He's kind of hopping off.
I think it's Joe Casada, the left guard.
And they can't afford to lose anybody, as anyone can, really.
So it's a Wizards football. They're in Pawtucket territory. And we'll see what happens now with 4:55 left to play.
Hey, great play by Mike Gallo, on the interception. Great run after the catch. Unfortunate, it gets erased from the stats.
How black is that backdrop over there on the far side of the field? It's dark.
Yeah, it's a little dark.
You don't get much light out of Tanglewood Drive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And the residents out back there don't want the light shining in their yard.
They should be over here watching the game. It's great entertainment. First down, Wizards. Baloo and Andrew Chow in the backfield. Corona hand second man through. It's Andrew Chow, and he gets maybe a couple. Pushed back to the 48-yard line. The Pawtucket 48. It'll be second down and 8 to go for West Warwick.
Yeah, if the Wizards can just pop one and get past that first level of defenders, there's no one else. There's one layer of defenders, and then green, just nothing but grass. I was going to say green grass, but that'd be, I don't want to lie to our listeners here.
Wizards TV can see it.
Well, we can focus. Mr. White's very smart. He focus on the greenest of the
All right, it's second and 8. Corona this time hovering over Isaiah Allen.
Oh, Luke Gallo.
Gallo's wide open. Luke Gallo easily 20, 10, 5, score. Touchdown, Wizards. They finally popped it, taking advantage of that 11 men in the box formation defensively. The Wizards go up again, 33-14.
Hey, there's nobody covered him at all. You could have caught that and ran it in.
Thanks.
Right?
Appreciate it. I know.
I've seen you nimble up and down on the stairs.
It's limbering.
Right? Well, one Gallo had the touchdown call back. The other Gallo got the touchdown.
3:57 showing on the clock. Andrew Chow for the extra point. He's 3 of 4 tonight. He lets this one fly. It's off the crossbar.
Geez. You know what they
or
say
off
on
the
that
upright,
one.
I should say. And no good. However, the Wizards grabbed their lead to 19 points. 33-14 West Warwick on I-105.5. The legendary 1450 AM and on Wizards TV.
Roadhouse broadcast booth with John Parenti, Mike Green, and Johnny Boots on I-105.5 and 1450 AM.
3:57 left to play here in the period. Andrew Chow, line drive. This is going to go right into the end zone. And Pawtucket's going to have a first down at the 20-yard line.
You know, Nick's ability to kick the ball into the end zone is really an underrated piece of the game. Because if you can avoid any kind of kick return, that's the kicking team. That's to their advantage. So that's he's doing a great job putting it in the end zone.
And it's not only the kicking game. Wes was telling me that last week at East Providence, Zach Morgan hit a coffin corner kick that ended up at the 1.
Ooh.
That's valuable.
Yep.
When you've got two guys with feet like that.
Yep. Well, the kicking game is a major part because there's a transfer of the possession. So those are really important moments in a football game. So you really can't overlook them as a coach.
Lopes has been the workhorse. He's going to have to sling it now. He's got all 4 of his wideouts spread. And a flag will go down. And it's an offside call or an illegal shift against the Pawtucket Patriots.
And it looks like Petrarca is back in the game.
wearing number 22 for
Yep.
at least 1 week. He'll be wearing number 1.
Well, that's up to
Yes.
our athletic director. If he can buy another, find one he can buy.
All right, Lopes sends the man in motion. Lopes looks around.
Dropped on it.
And he had to fall on the football.
Yeah, and it looks like
and it's a
Wizards
West Warwick
ball.
football, I think.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Luke Gallo, once again, comes up with not only the tackle, but the fumble recovery.
So looking here, West Warwick gets the ball. 1st and 10.
It looks like someone's cramped. Yeah.
Well, here comes Corona to the huddle with the play.
I'd like to see Nate do a little bit of running with the football. You know, he's kind of just sitting back there, throws it. He's an athlete. I think he's another piece of that running game that teams will have to prepare for moving forward.
Maybe they don't want to exploit it early on in the season.
Yeah.
DeJuan Price comes in a wideout.
Wow, a little unbalanced themselves.
Yes, they are. Corona accepts, hands. It's Andrew trying to slide his way through. Gets to the line of scrimmage, and maybe a couple of more.
So a little trickery on, Coach Pennington's play call. He sets up with unbalance to the right and comes back with power to the left. And Tolman did a good job of not being fooled or over-adjusting.
It's on the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal. That was the middle linebacker Markley on the stop. He and Navarro played pretty well defensively for Pawtucket. Here comes Corona back to the huddle. The ball on the far hash mark. We've got to get some new chairs up here, guys.
Why, these hurt?
Oh, good grief.
Eating one of those donuts pillows.
Should eat a few dozen donuts. That'll take care of the problem.
Well, you got skinny. That's why you lost it.
You're right.
Well, it looks like again to the corner, and yes, sir.
In for the West Warwick touchdown.
Yeah, that's good.
So just like that, a 27-7 lead becomes a 39-14 lead.
And there's 2:46 left in the third quarter. It looked like that was Nick Andrew-Chow.
His 3rd of the evening. Now he'll try to drill one through the uprights. Trying to punch the 9-iron into the green, and he does.
Yeah.
West Warwick has scored 40 tonight. They lead Pawtucket 40-14 with 2:48 left to play in the period. Here on I-105.5, the legendary 1450 AM and on Wizards TV.
Experience matters, and at Williamson Law, that experience comes with a well-deserved reputation of excellence. For legal solutions, whether it's divorce, personal injury, criminal law, or estate protection, Williamson Law provides knowledgeable and effective representation. A history of successful litigation that speaks volumes. Get the representation you need. Williamson Law, 247 Quaker Lane, West Warwick. Call 615-9321.
What do you think, John? You like the Wizards so far?
For the most part, yes. A couple of stupid things, a couple of dumb penalties. However, 40 points is 40 points.
Yeah.
In less than 3 quarters.
Really,
say what you will.
Yeah, I really wish we had seen that East Pride. I'd like to see them really play a game where there's a challenge. Obviously, this is not. Sadly enough, this is not the challenge. It should be.
Andrew Child, little chip shot. This is going to be close. Finally picked up at the 30-yard line, and now going nowhere is Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Pawtucket will start deep in their own territory in the vicinity of the 15, 17-yard line or so. We'll see.
And once this clock runs down into the fourth quarter, we'll see if Coach Pennington kind of moves some guys around and is able to put some clean jerseys out on the field, let those kids play a little bit. And there is a penalty on the field, John. So, not sure who it's on, but it looks like the
it's going to be against
backwards.
Pawtucket.
Well, they're going to get, things are going to get chippy maybe, and, tempers are going to start to flare up a little easier now. So, Coach DeLawrence is a very calm human being. He's a very respectful coach. He has a lot of respect around the league for his character. So I'm sure he's going to do a great job of kind of keeping those kids in check. And we have to do the same. You don't want to lose someone for another game. If they do something, they get thrown out.
And you don't want them converting a 2nd and 35 either.
Oh, no. Absolutely not.
Which is what happened in the third quarter earlier.
Yep.
40-14 here in the third. The Wizards have a lead, and let's get the old binocular out. Lopes on first. And some running room on the outside. Is that the Leon? One? I believe it is.
That's one. It might be one. It's tough to tell from where we are,
Yep.
John. We're so far away and it's so dark over there.
But a gain of 5, maybe 6. And it'll be second and about 4. Well, it's not only the distance, but I'm looking at your belly. I'm looking at Boots' big head.
Oh, I'll move out of the way. See now?
Still, I get you because of the
he just won't
the
stand
glare.
up. He's lazy.
Well, he's sitting right in front of the dirtiest piece of glass you can probably find.
Wait until I see Chris Mann. 2nd and 4. I'm going to bring Windex myself. Lopes. Heads.
Oh,
They
good
come
job,
right
boys.
side, and the Wizards stack them up.
Now, that was a good piece of football. Protecting the edge. Petrarca did a super job. Was able to hold up his end of the bargain and let those linebackers come in and clean it up. Great job. And again, they're staying away from Luke Gallo.
Last year was Luke Gallo and Christian Briggs on the end. Now with Nate Petrarca, you don't lose a thing.
No,
in
you
all
don't.
deference to Chris, who's here tonight.
No.
But you've got Petrarca out there. Boy, I'll tell you something. He can play some football.
Yeah.
Third down, we'll call it 5.
Well, John, he's a proven commodity. With all the Coventry games we've done over the years, we've seen him.
Lopes drops, rolls, looks, throws.
Intercepted.
Intercepted
This
to the
might
far
be-
sideline.
And that might be Gallo, too.
Mike Gallo once again. Right there, and the Wizards have the ball deep.
I can't tell. I think it was Mike.
Number 10.
That's
Yep,
Michael
Mike Gallo.
Gallo.
Now it's a question of where they mark it over on the far side of the field, and the Wizards are in action again. 1:38 showing on the clock, third quarter.
Yep. Great play. He's got 2 today. So the Gallo. Yes. Yeah, so the lower offices of Gallo and Gallo have really played well today.
How'd you produce 2 beautiful daughters?
They're not mine.
They're not mine. You know why you can say that? Nobody's listening to him, for him. Molly's definitely not listening, unless if she is,
She
the Hall
should
of
be.
Fame coach, now she can take a shot.
Thank you. She said she's at the Assumption football game.
Good for her.
Living the dream.
Exactly.
So
Live
the
it up.
Wizards,
Flags down.
I think they broke their illegal huddle, I want to say, perhaps.
12 men in the huddle.
Yeah, can't do that, Coach.
So it'll be 1st and 15 at the 15. They can't get a first down inside the 1, but that's about it.
And your wife's definitely not listening.
No, she's asleep probably.
Is
What time
mine?
it?
I haven't heard from her.
They must be behaving.
But you know who is listening? Our great secretary, Rosemary Sanborn. You can probably see her house right behind the goalpost. She listens to all our games. So we told her I'd say hello.
Hi, Rosemary.
There you go.
Thanks for joining us. Wizards ball 1st and 15 at the Pawtucket 15. Nate Corona, hands, left tackle side, pile up maybe a yard or two.
So once they get to the fourth quarter, you know, I really do think you have to start thinking about the health of your starters. I just watched Luke Gallo kind of get bumped and knocked over because it's kind of like the play's dead, and you know, all of a sudden someone gets a little more energetic than you're ready for. So I'd be worried. You know, you want your kids to keep playing. Sometimes they lighten up, and when they lighten up, that's when they get rolled up on and twist an ankle.
Andrew Child this time tests the right side, and again, Pawtucket is there.
Your wife said she's listening, except when she's vacuuming.
Oh, good. She's vacuuming.
It's probably because you didn't get it done this week.
Not my job this week.
Oh.
Oh.
My Lord. God.
It is reality TV.
It was a tough week this week.
Yeah, you had a tough mentally week. I'll give you that.
3rd and 14 for the 15.
You do, you know, you can start to see, you know, Coach DeLawrence is kind of like, it looks like he's rotating some more players in and getting them in the game. We're not quite at the end of the third quarter yet, so can't really.
We are now.
And now we are. They're going to cancel. They're going to blow
they're
it
gonna
dead.
take it. They're going to know. They're going to go.
Looks like Luke is open again. He might as well go again.
Corona looks toward the end zone. It's a touchdown, Wizards.
Tyler Scholl.
That took a perfect pass from Nate Corona.
Now it's something that you don't see very often. We haven't seen in years past. You know, someone other than Kyle Swanson catching a touchdown.
Andrew Child for the extra point after the 15-yard TD pass, the 14-yard TD pass to Tyler Scholl. Andrew Child's kick is up and into the night. It's good. They head back upfield here on Arctic Hill. Wizards 47, Pawtucket 14.
For centuries, the lighthouse at Castle Hill has been a trusted guide to safer harbors ahead. And like the rock-solid foundation it's built on, at Bank Rhode Island, we're proud of the financial strength and the trust we bring to our customers, to our communities, and to businesses across the state of Rhode Island. It's banking, strong and trusted. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's the Bank RI Game of the Week on WWRI, West Warwick, Warwick Coventry, and W288EE West Warwick, a DePonte communications station.
So West Warwick has scored, 21 points? 20 points, I should say, in the third quarter, and lead by 33. Andrew Chow again, a little moderately deep punt, only reached the 35 or so. It's Rodriguez who is going to be taken down. Flags go down ahead of the play. And now more flags go down as the Pawtucket bench.
See, Luke's got to stay back because
now the Wizards bench started to come off the field.
You come off the sidelines, you get thrown out. So I know Gallo and Machino were going out there to help their guys, not to kind of get involved in the fight.
Referee said, "Hey, get back, get back."
But they're captains, and I know they meant well. But
West Pennington all the way out past the middle of the field, but there was a wave of white jerseys attacking their opponent somewhere around the 40. We'll see what the flags are for. I know there's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct call.
Oh, there's going to be, there might be someone tossed here. Number one looked a very chippy as he ran the ball at the end of that play. Stood over the tackler, whoever the tackler was.
That would be Brian Leone of the Pawtucket team.
Yeah, you know, so.
Whose name we've called a lot.
The ref's telling the coach of Pawtucket to get back on his bench.
Well, it's not really even the head coach.
No, it's
right
not.
Now.
Yeah,
another flag goes down.
Yeah, and there's, you know.
He's the head coach a little guy?
No. Nope, DeLawrence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, I like what the officials are doing. They're not tolerating this. They're going to be quick with the flags. Oh, this game's going to get ugly fast.
The Wizards are going to huddle up. Now here comes West to huddle up with his team.
Smart move.
I know what this message is going to be. Use your head.
Cool your heads.
Yep. Play football for another 14 minutes or 11 minutes and 48 seconds or so. We'll walk out of here with a win. Could even be, hey, let's get another score real quick so we can start the running clock.
It might be, but you've got to do it in a kind of different. If you start throwing the football, you're not.
You make it worse.
You're gonna make it worse. And I think that's part of what Tolman's aggravation is. I think that last touchdown was thrown, but it looks like both coaches are pulling their kids in. One of the assistant coaches is the athletic director. So Dino's the athletic director. He's also the offensive coordinator. So, it's not a good look for this newly formed Tolman Patriot team.
All right, here's the call coming, I think. Referee's going to come over and talk to Wes.
Hey, they might. If it gets bad, they'll cut the game.
We don't have a clock official up here, so we're kind of at a loss for a couple of things. Usually there's somebody up here with the card so we know who everybody is and whose flag went down. Not tonight.
No, well, we do the best we got.
Let's see if I can call up a Coventry score here. We had asked Joe Fagnoli earlier.
I have no more text messages. I have no more updates.
Okay. Still talking to Wes.
There's a lot to sort out here, I think. I think the people got face mask. On a Westward. Personal foul.
Personal foul against the Patriots.
Yeah, personal foul. Personal foul.
Offsetting penalties. We'll do it again. How's that?
All right. So originally it was a face mask. It all started with a face mask. No one was ejected.
That we know of.
No one got ejected. And you know what they didn't do? I don't think they gave the penalty on the sideline.
For the skirmish on the sideline?
No, the coach. I didn't see that penalty.
Oh, for the flag that he got.
Yeah, right? There was a definite flag on the coach.
Oh, yeah, it had hang time of about 4.7 seconds.
All right.
Eric White says, now we're going to play football again.
Yeah, it should be. So now it is the fourth quarter. They will flip sides. And now it looks like the Pawtucket Patriots will be heading into Valley Country Club to score a touchdown.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Was for a crowd looking for a stop. They want this thing over.
Yep, little jet.
Man in motion.
Oh, see that? All that.
And in the middle of nowhere,
So
that's going to be intentional grounding.
Might be intentional grounding.
But I don't see a flag.
Lobes threw it in the vicinity of the 35-yard line. There was one black shirt about 5 yards away. And there were no white jerseys to be seen.
And no flags.
And no flags to be seen.
Well, it did make it through the line. He was out of the tackle box. It did go to past the line of scrimmage. But that was all set up for a bad center quarterback snap. Because that was it was intended to be jet sweep.
That's 4 or 5.
Yeah, and they said that right from the start that they noticed on film it was really tough. That exchange was tough.
Lopes out of the gun will accept a good snap. This time he's under the gun. He'll throw and he'll throw incomplete. That was broken up by the young man in the orange sneakers, Luke Gallo.
Hey, I'll tell you, you know how Nate, Petrock is, wearing a different jersey. that jersey almost got ripped off his back. It was such a blatant hold by the right tackle. You know, at some point they really should throw the flag on these guys. They're holding our defensive ends pretty bad.
You've seen it. Once on Pena, once on Casada, and this time on Jordan DeCudo. 3 out of the 5 linemen. Mike Green is picked off for a penalty that wasn't called. Dropping back again, Lopes. He throws the floater on its way, and it's going to be
caught
on the far side of the field for a first down.
Is there a flag yet? No flags. So it gets to the point where every good play you look on the field to see if there's a flag. And that was just one of those, I'm going to throw it up. I got to not get sacked. I'm going to throw the ball up in the air.
Now onto the no huddle they come as we approach the 11-minute mark of the football game in West Warwick, up by a bundle. Once again, we'll look.
They cannot
Not
get a
this
play.
time.
They cannot get a play off in that jet. They cannot run jet. And all because they can't get that snap.
That is about the 5th or 6th bad snap. And when I talk bad snaps, these are bad snaps.
They are. So, for anyone viewing this, you can do all these things under center. You don't need to be in the shotgun. And if this is a problem, I don't know why you risk losing games and turnovers because you're stuck and you want to run shotgun.
They have a new quarterback, the Patriots doing,
number 13.
Off on the far side, an incompletion. The new QB is Patrick Soares, the sophomore.
In all these fumbled snaps are not the quarterback's fault. These are all 100%, the ball's coming back poorly. Not to blame a kid. He's doing the best he can, and really that's the main culprit here. But, John, you got to get under center. If you can't do this, you got to get under center.
3rd and 16 to go. And once again, it's Soares. This time with a back to his left. He'll look, he'll drop, he'll throw it over the middle. It's going to be complete.
That
Fourth
patch
down.
had a little zip on it. Maybe this kid can throw. Looked like he's a different type of passer.
The Patriots came in 1-0 on the year. The Wizards 0-1. And West was looking to avoid a loss that would basically give them 3 in a row if you count the non-league game against Morville.
Yeah, the boys are very well aware of their record, but we told them, I go, look, the Kansas City Chiefs are 0-2 also, so don't beat yourself up too bad.
They play the Giants on Sunday.
That's a get-right game. Maybe we'll see Jackson Dart make his debut.
Didn't he get like 5 minutes in the other day?
Did he?
Yeah, I think so.
In an overtime game? Really? They put him in?
I think they did.
Jackson Dart.
All right, wides left and right. Pass formation here.
Oy.
Another bad snap, and this time a busted play, and this time Soares is going nowhere. He scampered for his life. He made maybe an 8-yard gain, 8-yard loss, become a 7-yard loss, and the Wizards get the football.
Yep. Hey, so certain things go unnoticed. And Luke Gallo got into a little bit, like you played to the whistle. Number 73 was giving him the business a little bit. And Luke calmly got up and walked away and left 73 jarring at him. Great job, great leadership from the captain, Luke Gallo, playing with his head, knowing that there's more to this season than just tonight.
I'm telling you, if West Pennington tells me to shut up, I'm shutting up.
Yeah, right?
I mean, Barbara tells me to shut up, and I shut up.
Did you see her axe throwing abilities?
Boy, did you?
I did. You're in trouble.
For those of you who have my wife Barbara as a Facebook friend, I hope you're entertained by her efforts to throw an axe at a board and 3 times bullseye.
Man, so that's why you wanted the headshots for John?
She's a
you were looking for. You said, I didn't get that.
She's a fine woman. What a wonderful, wonderful lady she is. I don't care if
Where's
she
dinner
didn't
tonight?
vacuum.
Where's dinner tonight?
Home.
Oh.
Yeah, we're home tonight.
Oh.
Hey. Molly's birthday on Sunday.
Hey, happy birthday,
There you
Molly
go,
Green.
Molly. We're going up to see her finally. You know, up at Assumption
The Hall
on
of Fame
Sunday.
coach, Mike Green.
Oh, take a shot.
First and 10 Wizards. And West Warwick has Elijah Boge at quarterback, I believe.
Is it Elijah or is it Quincy?
Flags are going everywhere.
Yeah, that's
Now
Quincy.
that's Q. Holy
All
mackerel,
right.
Brooks, there's your boy.
There you go. There's our guy, Quincy Robertson.
I love Quincy.
Quincy is Tyler Scholl's brother, for those who don't know that.
Quincy was the smallest man in the basketball court last year as a freshman for West Warwick.
Yeah.
And we loved him.
Oh, I can't
Oh,
wait.
yeah.
I can't wait for basketball season to start.
Me either.
Timeout has been called. With 10 minutes left to play, it's 47-14 Wizards.
Experience matters, and at Williamson Law, that experience comes with a well-deserved reputation of excellence. For legal solutions, whether it's divorce, personal injury, criminal law, or estate protection, Williamson Law provides knowledgeable and effective representation. A history of successful litigation that speaks volumes. Get the representation you need. Williamson Law, 247 Quaker Lane, West Warwick. Call 615-9321.
We've told you for years that AJ's Restaurant is Kent County's go-to spot for great breakfast, lunch, and takeout too at 828-4160. And now you'll find more parking, mere steps from the back of the building to AJ's front doors. AJ's, plenty of those world-famous home fries, plenty of parking, and as always, popular for breakfast, popular for lunch. 1365 Main Street, West Warwick.
Now, back to the Boomerangs Roadhouse broadcast booth with John Parenti, Mike Green, and Johnny Boots on I-105.5 and 1450 AM.
Well, we're back here at Masnicki Field, where the Wizards lead by 34 points with 10 minutes, 5 seconds to play. And let's see what the Wizards can conjure up here.
Well, it looks like they're doing the right thing. They got a lot of young guys, a lot of clean jerseys are in the game now. Oh, you got to throw one there now. Come on. Oh.
Nope, not going to happen.
Oh, my goodness. He pushed him, punched him in the head, back of the head. Good job.
I'm checking out the Pawtucket team and seeing who's there. There are, well, let's see, Rodriguez is out there. Talleray is out there. Now he's coming out. So they, too, have put in an awful lot of fresh jerseys. Although Leon is still in the game. Their line has gotten decidedly smaller.
Yeah, I think they all got a lot smaller. Even for us, you know, but this is JV time, which is fine.
It is Bozier at quarterback.
No,
And the handoff went into nowhere land. Nothing doing there.
Little Quincy's coming off the field.
Baloo got the ball and got stymied.
Well, that's tough. See, this is kind of the shaky part. You put your JV line in, right? But you keep your varsity backs in. Those varsity backs want nothing to do with this at this point. They want to get off on the sideline too. But one problem is your JV back is your starting punter. So now you got Zachary's back there.
Looks like the I formation behind Boge. And might have been a bad handoff.
No, Zach Morgan.
As Zach Morgan get nothing, and
Yeah.
now another piece of
Yeah.
laundry is on the field.
Yep.
Flag is down. West called everybody over.
Yep.
That is 6 Boge at quarterback, gentlemen.
It's. I want to say that's. Yeah, I know what you're saying on here, but I think this is wrong.
Well, let's see what the flag is. Dead ball foul against Pawtucket. personal foul, so it's an automatic first down for the Wizards. And they'll get the ball at around the 40-yard line or so. 8:12 on a slow-moving clock left to play in the football game.
Right.
Andrew Chow with 3 touchdowns. Bowyer, 2 touchdowns. Corona, a couple of touchdown passes. Actually, 3 of them. 1 to Ballou, 1 to Luke Gallo, and 1 to Tyler Scholl. Nate's had a good night. Quietly, but Nate's had a good night. $7:55 to go.
Yeah, we have to. You can't go by these jerseys right now, the roster, because they are a little mixed up. Oh.
Well, if it's Bo, she tucked it in, then he get hit.
No.
Nothing doing there. This is where you'd love to have that fourth person with a little walkie-talkie with them.
Yeah.
Or even on the cell phone, just let us know that there's been an update in the roster.
No, it's definitely an updated roster, John, because I see Isaiah Boge and his brother on the sidelines right now. They're 6 and 8. They're standing right next to each other. One's not dressed, but it's not in the roster. That'll be a challenge, right? Once to get the correct roster of numbers, that'd be great.
We'll have it by Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, finally, that'd be good.
By the way, mark down your calendar, November 27th, a very special game, West Warwick and Coventry. Very special. Second down, 12. It's like the 60th renewal.
Ooh.
Made in motion.
All right, that is
Quick
Jet.
handoff.
Oh, Jet.
And they go with the sweep again, and they'll pick up
Oh.
3 or 4, so not much more. Out to the 44. Clock runs.
Yeah, that's
smartly.
what you want. Yeah. Yeah, and you can keep this clock running. Maybe if your thumb is a little slow, that's okay. To keep it running? No, they're not. But I mean, you can.
Well, you can't. In that
you can
particular
count.
instance, you can.
Yes.
You can just say, "Hey, keep it going." He didn't get out of bounds.
Yeah. But when they do stop it, maybe count 1 Mississippi, then hit it.
That's what I always
See, right? I used to do that at basketball games with my kids. Father Doyle.
Wizards taking all their blessed time.
Yeah. Again, you guys still.
40 is Brendan Robert, who's in the ball game.
Well, that's Q. I'm telling you.
All right,
That's a
here
great
comes
block.
Q. He got a great block at the line of scrimmage.
Don't go out
He
of
brings it
bounds.
out.
You don't go out of bounds.
All right,
man.
he's Q. Let him go. He's only a sophomore.
Oh, I'm going to let him have it when I see him.
Boots is going to do binky.
I do.
Yeah.
Q's my man.
Well, how can you not?
Such a good kid.
He is.
Yeah, we all
Such a
love him.
good kid. 4th down and 4.
Oh, you slide. Just slide. It's okay. So when you call sweep, right? Yeah. No, we're old and it's time for bed.
Speak for yourself.
All right.
Greg, are you returning for the PA at?
Oh, they said run it. That's a
Oh, you're
good
the
job.
best.
We get the word on the street.
Greg Gunzoff, you coming back for basketball season? Excellent. I'm excited.
Me and George Michael.
Oh, that's on
Fumble
Quincy on
snap.
that one, buddy. Now, come on.
Q dives on it. It'll be a Pawtucket ball, regardless.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that snap. It just hit him in a bad spot.
The hands.
Dead in the hands.
He was looking to go before he got the ball.
Yeah, and I think that was going to be just quarterback sweep. Real simple.
Run that clock.
Yep, there we get the word.
Run that clock.
We got
baby.
the work. Run it, baby.
Coventry, we get to unveil the new Coventry Gymnasium
Yep.
this year.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
beautiful,
He's
too.
seen it. I haven't seen it yet. I can't wait. They have a special spot for us to broadcast games from.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's beautiful.
Too bad you don't do basketball, huh?
I can do basketball. Come on.
All right, second team is out there for Pawtucket as well. And here's a hand. And a missed tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and it's we play the roster game here.
But West Warwick's defense is still out there on the field. I think they want to kind of preserve the score.
Juriel Bonner Felix on the carry. As we've hit 4 minutes. 47-14 the Wizards.
Yep. And now they're starting to trickle out. Gianni Sacco, good move for Gianni to give him some rest. Very physical football player. They don't need to take any more bang anymore.
2nd and 15.
Here comes Gallo out. Desmond Lee is in the game, senior.
Patrick Soares has a double slot and whistles blow again.
A timeout.
A timeout is called by Jason DeLawrence. So we'll pause. With 3:34 left to play the game, the Wizards up by 33 points, 47-14. And a special tip of the cap to our Wizards TV production crew. Of course, Eric White is up here with us, Juliana Dutra, Annalise Nicoletti, Caleb Spicer, and Dakota Provencher, manning the cameras. A 4-camera operation tonight by the gang at Wizards TV.
They're doing
Eric,
a fabulous job.
Yes, they
are
are.
doing it. I'm watching it. They're doing a great job. Eric's calling the shots, and they're picking them right up. Unbelievable.
2nd and 16. And flags will go down. And the clock stops again.
Our scoreboard operator obviously has
In
to
a
be
fit of
somewhere.
rage.
Has to be somewhere.
Gonzalez is in a fit of rage.
Just let him play.
Hey.
Down goes Gonzalez. Down goes Gonzalez.
Obviously, some people have pressing things to do.
2nd and 20.
He either has to go to the bathroom or he's hungry. I'm not sure which.
I don't even have to.
That's a humble brag. Good for you, though.
Soares brings them out again. He'll look. He'll let it fly. Got a man open, and it's going to be complete overthrown.
Yep. Little Joel Olsen in the coverage. Good job. Incomplete. Still, Pawtucket's been behind the sticks the whole game. They had less. I'd never seen a team with, 2nd and 3rd and more than 15. And this, I can tell you now, this is the JV squad. I think they're in full effect right now, which is great because these kids get a chance to be part of this victory. Woo! There's
Soares'
he's
perfect
not
snap,
calling it,
threw
though.
incomplete.
That's so now there's a situation where they didn't call it because just let it go, let the clock run.
They don't want to upset Gonzalez.
No, I think they hurt him.
They probably heard him the way he screamed.
Well, you know what? The crazy part was when he yelled that the white hat was going to throw a flag and put it back.
He's in their head and not saying anything. So. I know. I said we need a 49. Now we're running 87.
So it's 4th down and 20. Not that it means anything. It's academic from here. The Wizards are going to win their first of the year in league play, and they'll draw.
Oh, that's a great job.
And
right there.
they won't get. I don't make the clock run a little bit. 151.
Brandon Robert, you can tell who made the tackle because he jumped up, pumped up.
Did you just put 40?
The crowd has stuck around.
Yeah.
And it's been a good crowd tonight.
It's a warm night out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have completed a one-layer night. Can you believe it?
Thanks,
I am
Kastig.
tired.
What'd you say?
It's hot. Like, this is awful.
Hey, stay tuned for the selection of the Washington Trust offensive and defensive players of the game, both of whom will be from West Warwick.
And both of whom might have the same last name.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
What's the holdup?
I've got the defensive player of the game in my mind. I think we're thinking alike, Michael.
Yeah.
But the offensive player of the game, you got two guys with 3 touchdowns, a quarterback that's thrown 3 times for a TD.
Yeah, that's I forgot about Nate there. And take a knee there, Quincy. Oh,
We're going to run a play.
Well, the JV team is a little different. They don't have a lot,
Q avoids a tackle way back and gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
Tucks his head and just plows into them.
You go, Q.
That was a loss, but that was great.
No, yeah, right.
Got those little steps, little guy. Now we'll go victory formation, I would think.
Yeah, I would think so. Like, Quincy doesn't need to take any more punishment.
Q stopped at the sideline and talked to a coach before he went back out to the huddle.
It probably says, please can we go victory formation.
No, we just take a knee.
Quincy Robinson. Waiting for some help. Now he's going to run a play here. Hovers over center. Q accepts the snap. He pitches. They go far side. They've got some running room. They have a first down and more, and this could be even really ran out of bounds.
Now, sometimes you get a JV coach. When a JV team goes in, the JV coach calls the plays. Sometimes you hear the West. You might need West to say, "Coach, all right, we're taking a knee now."
Yep.
30
seconds of the clock running, despite the fact that it ran out of bounds.
Yep, that's how it should be.
A merciful end to a great game if you're a West Warwick fan. If you're a Pawtucket fan, you're looking to get right back on 95 North. 14 left. Q will accept the snap, drop a knee. It's over.
See you later.
Good night, guys. The Wizards grab a win here tonight over the Pawtucket Co-op. Final score, West Warwick 47, the Patriots 14. Back with our wrap-up, the Bills Place post-game show, and the announcement of the Washington Trust offensive and defensive players of the game in a moment.
For centuries, the lighthouse at Castle Hill has been a trusted guide to safer harbors ahead. And like the rock-solid foundation it's built on, at Bank Rhode Island, we're proud of the financial strength and the trust we bring to our customers, to our communities, and to businesses across the state of Rhode Island. It's banking, strong and trusted. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Wouldn't it be great if you could have your insurance coverage from home, auto, life, and retirement with just one agency? Graham Insurance can help protect everything that is important to you. Why not simplify your life? Visit Mark Graham at Graham Insurance at 328 Coeasett Avenue in West Warwick, or call them at 828-7946. Nationwide is on your side. Graham Insurance, proudly serving Kent County and beyond since 1970. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
When your business banks with Washington Trust, you have access to convenient digital tools and branches statewide. Best of all, there's always a person to answer your questions. So you get decisions fast because they're made locally. Washington Trust understands Rhode Island businesses. After all, we're one too. Open any business checking account and get a $250 bonus. Washington Trust. What we value is you.
Terms and conditions apply. Visit washtrust.com for information.
Since 1974, Bill's Place has been synonymous with good times and great food. Whether it's a family celebration, a post-game meal, or a simple visit for lunch, Bill's Place has served thousands with great pizza and grinders, sandwiches, and specials for nearly 50 years. If you haven't visited Bill's Place in a while, you're quite overdue for the great, consistent taste that's been part of Kent County for so long. Bill's Place, 707 Main Street in West Warwick. Open 11 to 10, Monday through Saturday. For takeout, call 2300. Check out the menu at billsplaceri.com.
Now, the Bills Place postgame show on I-105.5 and 1450 AM. Bills Place, 707 Main Street, West Warwick. Now, back to John Parenti, Mike Green, and Johnny Boots.
Well, not to bore you with all the scoring and who did what, but it was Andrew Chow first, then it was Ballou, then it was Corona in twos. Andrew Chow, the first 2 touchdowns. Ballou had the first of the next 3. And then Corona threw to Luke Gallo, to Scholl, and to Ballou. 47-14, the Wizards handily defeat the Pawtucket Patriots.
Great game. Great game if you're a fan of West Warwick High School, because they fired off. I don't think they did too many things wrong tonight.
They certainly didn't do anything wrong in the first quarter when they took command and went up by 21-0.
Sure.
And then in the third quarter, they scored 20 points. So it's just been a great night for Weston Company. We'll recap it with him on Wednesday when we record for the Football Friday for next week here on I-105.5 and the legendary 1450 AM. The traditional rush by the student population is over. Wes has got his team on the left end zone, or in the left end zone. If you're Jason DeLawrence, what do you build upon, Mike? Because they basically didn't use either one of their big guns. We didn't see much of Rodriguez.
Well, you know, and I think part of that is because West Warwick's pretty good. You know, the defense really, you know, gave them fits. The front 4 of West Warwick's defense, you know, that quarterback had 0 time to get anything going. They were just outmanned by the West Warwick's, you know, internal, 7. And yeah, if you're DeLawrence, you just have to go back to you just got to go back to practice, and maybe you have a discussion about going under center, because your whole offense is really getting stalled by bad snaps.
They had at least a half a dozen of them when it really counted.
Yeah, you know, I think they all count. You can't, you know, your quarterback's bending down, taking his eyes off the defense to pick up a ball that's rolling at his feet. And if there's such a jet run team, that sweep that you see they run so much in the pros now, if that's going to be a major staple of your offense, then you got to run under center so you can actually run the play.
Wizards had an interception tonight by Mike Gallo.
Had 2.
Got called back.
Yeah.
They had a fumble recovery early in which they converted into 7 points. They did a lot of things good offensively, which brings me now to the selection of the Washington Trust defensive and offensive players of the game. Our defensive player, unanimous choice, Luke Gallo.
Sure thing. Luke's really, really turning in a great senior season right now. Only a couple of games in, but the games we've seen him play, he was definitely an impact player.
And like I said earlier in the broadcast, when you come right down to it, we were promoting him as a great breakout player last year.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just continued to get better and better and better and better. And stronger and stronger and stronger, because he took on Big John Pina as opposed to Big John Cena. But Big John Pina gave Luke a lot of headaches, and Luke responded to every one of them.
Yep. Well, he's a senior now. I mean, you can see physically, you can tell he's been lifting, working out, trying to get his strength, and you can see that. It's evident in the way he's been playing so far.
We could have had a lot of offensive players on the game. DeMont Ballou, Nate Corona.
Yeah.
But when it counted, Nick Andrew was there on the 2 very big runs that broke it open early.
Well, the first run that, Nick had scored on, it's really a backbreaker when you come out here and, everyone starts with good intentions. And then all of a sudden, 3 plays later, the guy runs for, over 60-yard touchdown. That really is defeating.
What he did tonight is tantamount to what Brian Bayo did to allow the Athletics 3 runs in the first inning. I think he threw like 14 pitches, and all of a sudden the Red Sox were down 3-0. Translate that to football. That's what we saw from Nick Andrew tonight.
And Nick's kicks were terrific. Really did a great job. His kickoffs into the end zone really were a difference maker. Pawtucket had to start on their 20. They never really had great field position, and their offensive line really doesn't do a good job of keeping West Warwick out of the offensive backfield. Those things all matter.
He had 1 extra point blocked and another one that hit the upright.
Yep.
But other than that, he was sensational
Yes.
tonight. He is our Washington Trust offensive player of the game. Next week, we're in action right back here in these very chairs, unless Jimmy House buys us some new ones
That's
with
never going to
cushions.
happen.
Well, then at least get us some cushions or something, will you?
Just, okay. I'll tell him, and we're going to get like a 10-minute reason why he can't buy it.
There is probably plenty of chairs in storage. I know for a fact because I used to bring my stuff. I used to go poach them from a certain school where they store all the leftover furniture that you guys don't use.
I'm just going to politely ask.
And the tunnel at Deering. That's a spot too, yeah, the tunnel at Deering.
All right, gang. Time to do what we do best. Go home and eat and go to sleep and wake up tomorrow fresh and rejuvenated. This one is over. Next week, right back here at Masnicki Field for the Wizards in Lincoln. Our air time is 5:45 with the Dance Place pregame show. So for our friends at Wizards TV and Eric White, for Johnny Boots and Mike Green, John Parenti so long from Masnicki Field. Your final once again, the Wizards 47, the Pawtucket Co-op 14.